Hello and welcome everybody to session 19 of Descent into Avernus. 19 not including like the 10 or so we did. We're actually on like episode 29.
It was 8, so yeah.
Really? 29?
27 I guess.
Yeah.
27 times 4 hours played in this so far is how much of your lives I have consumed that you cannot get back. Alright.
I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Joke's on you. Best 108 hours of my life.
Alright.
So sad.
Let's wait. Don't say so sad after saying that. Crushed. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Does anybody want to give a recap of what happened last week?
Okay, so last week on Descent into Avernus, after a perilous journey through the now hellscape of El Terrell, we made it to the town hall. We were set upon about dogs who like to bring fire on us. These hell puppies went down like a sack of bricks. We then used Elian's expertise to stealth into the interior of the town hall where we found crabs and other demons. Upon alerting these demons to our presence, and wild men came out, who we dispatched. Spiny devil came out, which we dispatched. A flying dragon man later came down as we were further investigating. And he didn't seem to be very fond of the cult of Tiamat, as I may have been wearing the mask at that time. Before getting any further answers from him, because apparently Finpak is important to some Zariel group or Tiamat group. I'm sure there'll be more of that later. Edmund slew the shit out of that guy. And more crabs. And a poor, unfortunate, was it barbed devil? Spine devil? Barbed devil, the one with the hands. Couldn't get past Lulu's awesome. And we did manage to kill that one too, I do believe, right before the end of the session. And we're in the aftermath of crabs and demons being slain in the middle of this church in the town hall.
Yeah, so thank you for that. Antamila, please gain inspiration. You didn't have a lot of time to take in all of the sights of the High Hall Cathedral. It's the largest and most obvious part of the High Hall Keep, whose gates you have entered, and in this place, it's pretty much what you would imagine like a stereotypical church today has, right? There's seating for ceremonies, there's broken stained glass windows, there's white marble floors, decorated walls. Things that are interesting, though, aside from all the wreckage and obvious signs of battle that have taken place here, wherever you see like artworks on the walls, they've been kind of twisted into devilish motifs. Any sort of symbology in general just seems warped. It seems like obviously Altamila and Eldrin have been in this place in the past, and it was a shining beacon of Torm worship, and now it's for lack of a better term desecrated. There's corpses littering the floor of guards, and now demonic crab monsters and cultists all over the place. Definitely not the place of worship it once was. Above you, about 20 feet up, there's a ceiling. The room has curtains to the west, which are kind of blocking your view, seeing more of what's going on in that direction, if anything. It's eerily quiet. You don't hear any other noises at this point. And there's signs that the devils and other creatures that were here might have been intentionally defacing things. You heard the sound of metal on stone, and you've seen blunted weapons. I think you found a scimitar on one of the guys that would have indicated that. So yeah, in general, this place is ruined. Aside from the desecration from the invaders, there are occasional quakes that have been rocking El Terrell in general. And you can see parts of walls fallen or starting to get damaged. Overall, the keep looks to be in pretty good integrity. But there have been portions that have been struck from the outside, what appear to be perhaps a giant comet from the sky. A comet meteor. I don't remember the term for the one that actually makes landfall. I think meteor.
Meteor.
Yeah.
Comets go past.
Yeah. So meteors. I should know this from Final Fantasy VII.
About to say, like,
Sorry. And you stand amidst all of the rubble and wreckage and destruction that was wrought by your bloodbath. What would you all like to do?
Prior to doing anything else, Derek's gonna do some like stretches and poses and stuff, reminiscent of Tai Chi, as he uses all his remaining sorcery points to create 2 first-level spell slots,
Okay.
or regain those.
All right.
Handy.
is there anything remaining from the bloodbath that we left last week? Any objects to investigate to see if there's anything left over in there? Pool of corpse.
Sure. Let's see. Dig through the corpses of the cultists. You find that they all had scimitars, but nothing else of interest on them. The body of the mostly exploded devil dragon-like creature seems to have nothing of interest aside from their weapon, which is, it appears to just be a particularly gnarly-looking longsword.
If I remember right on that dragon, though, I did roll a 1 out of 100, which means that we got enough of it to hopefully do Speak with Dead on it.
Yeah,
right?
I remember you wanted to recover a portion of its corpse to use for potential
Investigations.
interrogations. So yeah, you were able to get that despite the crit divine smite, which took him to like -1,000,000. And yeah, other than that, nothing of interest on the bodies.
Alright, so let me pick up what I need of the body, which hopefully I'm not going to be talking to its chest cavity. And I guess maybe the sword as well?
Okay. The cultists had creepy Zarya-like masks on, kind of reminiscent of the strange devil creatures that you had encountered on the way here. Creepy, I guess you could say baby-like appearance is what was mentioned before, and I don't disagree with that description.
I take one of the masks
Sure.
for absolutely no reason.
You have another mask. You're basically playing Majora's Mask at this point. You've collected like 4 masks, if I recall. I don't even remember which
I
ones.
will
I lost the mask, so I only have...
A terrible fate has fallen on you.
I was about to ask what was under the mask, and as I thought it, you said something, and you have another mask, and all I heard was another mask. And in my head, like for some reason, I thought you were you pulled it off, and there was another mask underneath, and I was like, wait. But no, seriously, what did they just look like? Demons or people or?
Under the mask, they look like undescript rando humans.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, because we didn't take the ones off the previous ones.
So, basically, persona non gratis. Just random people.
Alright.
All
I
right.
think we should probably check the upstairs before we move forward. Make sure that it's clear.
Might give us a good vantage point. Too.
Yeah, I mean they were
Sounds like a plan. I like it.
they were calling out to somebody named Dreb, and I don't think that person came yet, did they?
Oh no, we killed Treb.
I think Dragon was
We
guessing
killed
this mind devil, I guess?
The other one was Dreb.
Poor Dreb.
Yeah, a devil who had no idea what Pinpock was. It's like, I don't know who you are, blah blah blah. So he died. I don't need his worthless head.
Jeez, toxic.
They're freaking fiends.
It's true. Alright, so which stairs are you going to go up? You see stairs to your north and you see stairs to your south. You presume they go to the same place based on your previous adventure here. You went up the northern stairs last time.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we can go to the northern stairs.
Okay. So you proceed up the northern stairs. Give me just a second to change maps. Let me know if you could see anything or everything, which happens sometimes.
See things, but not everything.
Excellent.
I see a stairwell.
All right, you're in a stairwell. And I'm assuming you're sneaking around even though you didn't say it just this once, just because I'm a nice guy.
Everybody gets one.
Everyone gets one. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Okay. You quietly tiptoe up the stairs with the sounds of plate armor echoing behind you.
I'll say out loud.
And ahead of you, you see what appears to be... let me see what you can see.
Are we all rolling, or is just Eldrin going up ahead?
I'm just assuming you all went up. Because
Just in case, I'm preemptively.
you guys take advantage. Give an inch, they take a mile.
Oh, except Edmund.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. You're all stealthy AF. Alright, fine. Alright, so up the stairs, you see what you would assume is like another worship area. But perhaps not, because to the east side of the room, and you remember this because again, you've been here. You see a giant like pipe organ. It's huge. Overlooking everything to the west, you could see pretty far out. You might be able to see a little more from the edge itself, but in the distance, you see more of the same to the west. More kind of dead bodies, more curtains. The curtains don't go all the way up to the ceiling, so you could see past them if you were at the edge. But it just seems to be more worship areas. Most notably from here, I guess you would be able to see in the dead center, and you didn't see this before, there is a giant clenched fist. It's huge. It's got to be at least 20 feet by 20 feet. Like this golden clenched fist.
In this.
Near like an altar.
It's like a
Is that
statue.
here or in the center, like down to the west?
Down and west. It's the only reason you can see it is because of how large it is. You can see it from here even without going to the edge because it's so big.
Let's see.
Giant golden clenched fist? Interesting.
Yeah. And the room is remarkably quiet. You don't hear anything. You think that this might actually be an instrumental area now the more you're thinking about it.
Right.
You see the corpses of guards littering the floors, and the place looks like it's been intentionally ransacked a bit. The organ actually looks like it's still in good condition.
Interesting.
Okay. And there's those are drapes right there, right?
Yeah, there's curtains blocking the ways to the southeast and northeast.
And you said that there's like an edge here, right?
Yeah, to
On the
the
left side.
to
On
the
the
west,
Yeah.
it looks west as it showed on the other map. Looking over, give me a perception check. Okay. You don't see any movement below. You think that you've probably cleared this place out. You don't see any devils running amok or anything like that from this vantage point. And you have a pretty good view of the entire area from up here. It's pretty open air, again, meant for good acoustics.
Right.
And you see to the northwest, which is northwest. There seems to be like what appears to be perhaps a private worship area. Same with the southwest and the far west. They seem to be specifically curtained off worship areas. You see what appears to be um, an entryway to the far northwest and southwest, which might lead further down into the cathedral.
Okay.
But you see signs of damage to those, so you're not certain how well off they are. Um, and that's what you see from up here.
Okay. If I go next to this curtain, can I hear anything on the other side, or?
Yeah, give me another perception check. You try to creep up close and listen. It sounds dead quiet.
Okay. I kind of like open it and peek inside.
Yeah. Let me move the dynamic lighting. Peek through.
Come. Peek my head in.
Oh, nothing. No movement.
Is it like empty like this?
Yeah, so this appears to be. So you remember the outside layout of this place, and you think that this area leads to the two major defensive towers of the outside of the cathedral. Like this area kind of overlooks. You're confident that to the east, like center, you would be at a balcony, which overlooks the entryway, and to the far southeast and far northeast, you would think that these are perhaps scout towers or places for archers to fire arrows.
Okay. I'll try to sneak in there.
Yeah.
Try to like peek around the corner to the north.
Yeah, good.
Okay. See something?
Do you?
Right. Yeah.
Oh. Dang. That's ridiculous. I didn't put him on the GM layer. Actually, your passive perception would be high enough.
17.
Yeah, this guy's a schlub too. You see what appears to be an armored man shaking behind some rubble. You feel like he would have been hard to miss, but you kind of see the reflection of the red on the outside off of his helmet. The contrast of metal against stone makes him stand out to you. There just appears to be a man there just shaking. He's far off. You can't make out a lot of details, but he seems to be not moving.
Just armored, he seems.
Yeah.
Try to like get closer to him if I can.
Sure.
Gonna sneak around this way. Taking a look at every corner, around every corner.
Yeah. Circumstances haven't changed. Keep on going, my dude.
Okay.
So this area is interesting. You see a door. It appears to have been burst from the inside here out, rather than some of the other doors. So, not necessarily.
Like a balcony?
Yeah, this is a balcony overlooking the area where you entered.
Okay. Peek inside, make sure there's nothing here.
It's no movement, dead quiet. Not even any bodies out here.
Huh? Graves. Alright. I mean, try to, peek and see if I see any more detail on that guy. Now that
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
closer.
Yeah, give me another perception check. Okay. You're a lot closer now, and you know where this guy is already. You're pretty confident that you caught a glimpse of the symbol of El Terrell on his right shoulder plate of his armor. He appears to have a spear, like white knuckled, in his right hand, and a shield to his side, and he is just sitting on the ground, like rocking back and forth.
I'm gonna pull out my brooch of her rider. Make sure that's visible.
Okay.
And I'm gonna step around the corner, revealing myself,
Oh God!
saying, put your weapons down, put your guns down.
He actually drops his spear and kind of turns into the corner. When you reveal yourself, he kind of lets out that scream and freaks
I'll
freaks
say,
out.
guys, I think we're clear. Come over here. Kind of in a louder enough voice that I know it will travel to them.
Yeah, if you try, it's not hard to push your voice. Everyone else sees the stuff that I described to Eldrin. He took the southeast path, but I can move the curtain to the northeast for you. I'll actually just remove these curtains because you know it's on the other side at this point.
Yep.
He hears the clanking sound of metal armor and freaks out even more. Oh God! Please let me go! Please! I have a family!
Can I insight check this guy, make sure he's not faking it?
Yeah, give me an insight check. Yeah, to you, you've seen this before. You've seen a man become broken and afraid for his life. Usually caused by yourself. This guy just seems to be scared to death. He's freaking out. He's possibly in shock. He sounds genuine. Genuinely afraid of all of you.
So, what are you doing up here?
Stay away! I'm
I
just
will
trying to survive.
cautiously walk up, both hands in the air, just like, hey, it's okay now.
There's devils everywhere!
There were devils everywhere.
Not anymore.
He turns and he looks and he sees Antamila and he screams. No. They're here for me! They're here for me!
Oh.
Derek, give me a persuasion check for your attempt to calm this guy down. Yeah, he
17.
he kind of turns around and sees you approaching open-handed, and sees Eldrin's Hellrider symbol as well, and he kind of begins to calm down a little bit, and he says, yeah, "They're truly gone."
Well, for now, the ones we found, we've taken care of. This is our friend Athamilla. She's okay. I'm Derek. And then I introduce Eldrin, Edmund. So it's safe for the moment, but what are you doing here? Who knows when new wave could always come in.
He kind of looks at you and he says, "We were called to man the entryway." And he kind of looks embarrassed and he says, "But I didn't go. I was afraid. Is everyone else okay?"
Were you hiding here the whole time?
He kind of looks down, and like obviously embarrassed, and possibly ashamed. He says, From the start, yes.
How long has it been?
Oh, this is. I've been hiding here for about. I don't know. It feels like maybe half a day.
Oh, so it was recent.
What? So I'll level with you. There are a lot of dead bodies out here in the hall and around. Didn't you said half a day? Was there a recent attack then?
Yes, when the attack was declared is when I hid. The commander called for reinforcements to the front while they evacuated everyone down to the catacombs. I didn't go.
Maybe they were pursuing the people to the catacomb. Do you know the way?
Of course. Well, kind of, I guess. I know that there's a secret passage, supposedly, where all of the higher ups in the city would meet that leads down to the catacombs. I don't know the specifics of where it is, but I've been told it has something to do with one of the altars.
I didn't see that big gauntlet before when I was here, right?
You didn't. You didn't really like look over the edge though. You're kind of following the people that were with you. But that was, you presume, like a structure that's probably been there for a little bit.
Right.
It's like a pretty big construction.
Okay.
You said a commander who was in charge of this.
We were actually following the orders of a man that's not from El Terrell. In the absence of Lord Krieg, there was a powerful man here as a delegate from Baldur's Gate. Goes by the name of Older Ravengard is who we were following.
So
And you said
that's where he was at.
You say he went with the rest of the people down to the catacomb?
He was rallying troops to buy time for people to escape down into the catacombs. I don't know what became of him. But he's. I hope he's okay. He had his own group of men. He might have gone with them. I don't even know why he was here.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing a full suit of plate armor, emblazoned with some symbol of a flaming fist on it. His shield had the same, and he had a long sword. He appeared very well armed and trained.
We didn't see any bodies that matched that description.
No.
No, you definitely didn't.
Okay.
Every body that you've seen here, actually none of them had a flaming fist insignia. All of them had the symbol of El Terrell.
Well, I think we have a group of people that we've rescued throughout the city. It would be good if we could get them to those catacombs, if they are safe, indeed.
Yeah.
Did you see a lot of bodies of civilians below? I heard so many horrible sounds, screams, laughter.
Mostly soldiers.
You actually haven't seen any bodies of civilians.
Well,
in
we
this
saw
place.
I guess not inside, right?
Yeah,
We saw
not inside the
couple.
gates. Outside, you did see the transport with the food.
Right.
But inside, no.
We haven't seen bodies of civilians or soldiers, or
You've seen lots of bodies of soldiers everywhere inside.
that's what I was saying. Okay, that's what I'm making sure. I thought so.
Yeah.
Right there.
As depicted on map.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, map accuracy. Okay, cool.
Do not ever question map accuracy, lest the party loses all inspiration.
So I think we need to figure out how to get to this catacomb. Do you know where would be the location of the meeting?
There's altars to the north, south, west, and central areas. I would think that we probably just need to search them. One of them would certainly lead down to the catacombs. There's also stairs that it's kind of a roundabout way that probably connect to the catacombs. The last time I saw them, the southern stairs were in pretty bad shape, though. I don't know if we could go down that way.
Those
But
are probably
maybe the
stairs that
northern
I saw,
stairs.
right?
What?
Probably the stairs or the sections that seem to be.
Yeah, when you looked at the north
Meet
and
up.
south stairs to the far west, you're thinking probably not in good shape.
Well, if anybody's gonna find any hidden rooms, it'll be Antamilla.
Probably.
Very true.
All right, let me get started. Going to the altar.
By the
Let's
way,
see.
soldier, I missed. What is your name?
Oh, oh. He kind of starts to kind of regain a little bit of composure with everyone here. He sees that a lot of you are well armed, and he's kind of feeling a little more calm. He says, "Oh, my name is Trevik Fantorm. I always thought it was a blessing that my last name had Torm in it. That's probably why I'm still alive right now. Nice to meet you. You said Derek?"
Indeed.
He kind of starts to kind of emerge from his rubble pile. If you're going to safety, can I follow?
I don't see why not.
Thank
Why
you.
not?
If you can help us look for that altar, that would be greatly appreciated.
Torm bless you. And he'll kind of just follow along. I'm gonna make him join the harem of other randos you have,
Cool.
which is a lot of random plebs, but he'll help out when
I
needed.
guess I would before we head down, and I would ask him to look over the edge with me, and
When he gets here and starts to see some of the bodies of his friends, you see him kind of freak out a little bit again. Oh no, Pat. Oh no. He kind of just starts to say random people's names as he starts to see the corpses on the ground.
I just ignore that completely.
Are there is
Four guys
So-
freaking out.
so like for example here is this
That's
like,
cut ribbon from
drapery?
the curtain. Yeah, drapery.
can I try to take that and cover as many bodies then?
Yeah, sure. Derek starts to try to hide this guy's sight from the mutilated corpses of his friends. Some of them, based on the screams that he heard, he assumes were tortured slowly before they died. And Eldrin was kind of asking for him to look over the edge.
Yeah, I mean, I would ask him to.
Yeah.
I see kind of the areas where I think the altars might be, so to him to like verify those are the correct spot.
He just
Gonna get
says,
a layout.
gods. He seems fixated on all of the corpses that are littering this hall. And then he says, oh, they even got the druid that was visiting.
Druid?
Yeah, we had a visitor here when everything went down. He was actually supplying us with food using his magics. And that's horrible loss. Yes, the shrines are to the north, west, south, and central areas, like I mentioned.
Was he looking at a specific body up here when he was talking
You
about the
can't
druid?
see off map to the west, but I don't know where you're pointing right now. Who just oohed?
That was me. Sorry.
He's pointing to the northwest for where the druid seems to be lying. It's near some other guard corpses. You can see everything pretty plainly from up here. Is there something specific you're asking or looking for?
No, just trying to get a location, because if we're going by, I'll probably search the body of the druid.
Yeah, sure. So northwest, it'll be obvious. He can point it out to you when you get back down there.
Sounds good.
Antamila and Edmund seem to be looking at this pristine and huge pipe organ.
I followed Anthemilla because I think we both thought that maybe there was an altar here, but it's not. It's a pipe organ.
Yeah, even this thing right here, this pedestal, you imagine is for some sort of conductor or something along those lines. This seems to be like an area for instrumentals.
I'd like to give this giant hand a quick inspection.
So
Just
the
to be
giant
safe.
hand is far off the.
Oh.
It's down in the
Oh.
center.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. This is like literally okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
the giant
That makes
hand will
more
be
sense
as
now.
depicted. It will be very obvious when you're looking at it. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
When you describe the
Well,
size, I was like, oh, it's off the screen. Okay.
Yeah, that makes much more sense now. Okay.
I don't know why, but I'm going to investigate this pipe organ. Just
I'll
in
help.
case.
I'll help Anthemilla. I'm interested as well.
Oh, and the giant pipe organ?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
$18.
Yeah. And what was the other one? 18. Oh. Because you're helping. Got it.
Yes. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah. So what stands out of interest to you is the organ itself is in pristine condition, despite everything else around it being in disarray. Seems completely unblemished. You've seen similar things occur in the past with things that were magical. So, based on the context of that, you assume that there's some sort of magic enchanting this pipe organ.
Interesting. Oh, since we are at let's do a knowledge religion check and see if we can figure out exactly what's protecting this pipe organ. If it's important, if it's just something that seems to be important and they protected it with that.
Sure.
Okay. There. Jesus. All right.
So, you know that pipe organs can be a pretty major fixing in large temples. You can't think of a reason why they would magically protect it unless it had some sort of function to it. You're not certain what that function would be. You feel like you might be able to gain more insight with, an identify spell or a detect magic spell. But with your religious knowledge, you can't think of any sort of religious significance as to why it would be magically enchanted. That seems really off to you.
I'm going to let Edmund know that there is a strange magic protecting this, and I'm not sure why, but it probably serves some sort of importance.
Do we know that it's protective magic and not just other type of
Or
magic?
is on it at least.
I mean,
It's
could just-
pristine. It's got to be protecting it in some way at least, keeping it stable and intact. The meteor hasn't hit it. Demons haven't desecrated. They've desecrated this entire place. So,
yeah. I mean, I do have detect magic, so I can determine its school, but I don't know how much information that's really going to give us. It's not going to tell us how to use it or do anything with it if it's something useful. And honestly, that'd be the last of my available.
I think our
Where's
best bet would be.
where's
I think
Trevik or whatever his name is?
yeah, that's right.
He's where he's shown right now.
Okay. I'll run over and say, "Hey," kind of like whisper yell, that weird, awkward, like, "Got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this pipe organ? It is strangely very well preserved.
It sounds really nice too. Whenever it's played, it just, I don't know, you get like this feeling of inspiration. Have you ever heard like a really good song and you kind of get pumped up? I always feel that when I hear the musician play the pipe organ, and he kind of he kind of slows down as he says it. But he's dead now. He starts to get, and then he's standing near the body of one of his friends.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's game over, man. Game over.
Nice.
So we should probably look for this catacomb. And look into the
We'll come back to
look into the organ. Maybe ask somebody that might know the specifics
All right.
if we find them.
Sounds like it's at least not a negative thing.
That's the hope.
Cool.
All right, you guys going back downstairs?
That's where the altars are, right?
Yep.
Okay. Downstairs we. Well, yeah.
I already moved you downstairs. There's no takesies backsies. It's over for. All right. You are back where you were exactly before you went upstairs. Now downstairs. You moved back to the exact same spots.
Convenient.
How weird of us.
All right.
Should we?
Ooh,
How long has it been since kind of going through so far what we've gone? Couple minutes.
It's been about 3 minutes since you've kind of entered and gone upstairs. I don't think you've done much inside.
Okay.
So only a few minutes.
Okay then. Don't mind me. I'm good then.
Okay.
It's over here.
I think we should just go. I think we should go on the north side.
Okay.
Cool with
The
that.
the druid body was to the north. So
Yeah, you expect this past 2 sets of curtains. Should actually move it a little bit. Yeah. All right. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna open these curtains. Dynamic lighting layer. You're gonna go through the northern set of curtains.
yeah.
Curtains part. And you see, as described before, the area where you're standing right now, by the way, these pillars that you're all standing near seem to be depicting various religious symbology, and you see like gashes and carves through all of it.
Hmm.
You expect, again, the metal on stone situation that we talked about. On the wall to the north, you see fists on the walls. To the southwest, you should see a particularly huge fist. You would all know that the clenched fist is the religious symbol depicting Torm. Which makes sense. This is a cathedral to Torm.
What's up beside the fist?
There seems to be a lever near an altar.
Let's go investigate.
Seems a bit obvious.
A little too obvious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Traffic, do you know what this lever does?
So yeah, the guard is with the harem of people you're with that are kind of hanging back, and he says, yes, the head priest would pull the lever, and the gauntlet opens to accept offerings from followers. They place their gold and copper and silver, and it is an offering to Torm. Eldrin is kind of adventuring off, and you notice on the ground the bodies of several guards, and then one that kind of stands out as different is the body of a druid on the ground. When you approach, with your passive perception, you realize this guy's not dead. He's obviously faking it. Like he's breathing. He's just kind of lying there, dramatically sprawled out.
I'll say we're friends. We've defeated the demons.
You kind of see him slowly. You know how people are like trying to pretend sleep, and they kind of like
Yeah.
squint their eye open. You see him kind of like squint his eye open at you. In his hand, you could see he was clutching his what you presume to be druidic focus very tightly, and he kind of looks up at you and kind of sits up very suddenly. He looks around and he sees the bodies of all these guards and he says, "Oh, I'm alive? They're gone? What about all the creatures?"
Is this person? Are they hurt at all?
You see a pretty big shiner on his left eye. You assume he took a head blow.
By just like a punch?
Something
Or-
bludgeoning, yeah. You're not
Bludgeoning.
quite certain 100%. But he got clocked. But he's otherwise seems to be in good health.
I'll call over to the rest of the crew and say, "There's another life one over here."
Oh, there's more of you.
Oh yeah, I didn't defeat them all by myself.
Oh. That makes a lot of sense. There was dozens. Hordes. Things with creepy masks, things with wings, dogs. It was horrifying. I didn't make it with the others.
Do you know which way they went?
Yes. Everyone was being ushered into, and he kind of points to the hand and he kind of cocks his head. The hand was open before, and people were going down the hand. They said it led to a secret place. I saw creatures following them before I got passed out, and then, but it was open. It seems to be closed now.
Interesting.
Following them inside.
Yes, they were a little behind, but I'm certain I saw it. Creatures with... There was dogs and creatures with weird face masks
Oh no.
and big pole weapons. Glaives or halberds, something like that.
Beards. Perhaps.
No, they were wearing masks. I didn't see a beard.
Were the
What
ones
are
we
those baby faces?
They sound like the things that you fought near the lava
Yeah, yeah.
flows.
Right.
And then hellhounds as well, perhaps.
I'll help the druid to its to his feet.
He kind of pops up and kind of brushes himself off and extends a hand. He says, Seltern O'Branch.
I've heard you were able to provide food for the survivors.
And he kind of looks a little, when you say that, he looks a little, give me an insight check.
Sure.
Yeah, he looks a little, you don't know if it's hurt, like a weird combination of hurt and afraid as he says this. And he says, yes, I've been using my Goodberry spell, the Gift of Sylvanas, to keep these people fed as much as I can. But in this dark place, I feel like my connection to nature grows weaker every day. I fear that soon I will not be able to cast my magics at all. My connection to nature and Sylvanas. And he kind of looks at south to see Antamila and Edmund. He says, "Don't you feel it too?" You both don't feel any different, by the way.
I feel hot. Warmer than usual, but other than that,
Yeah, I guess I could get that. He lets out a nervous chuckle and scratches the back of his head. Well, I think we should probably, if they're still alive, help the others. And he kind of picks up a staff that was lying at his side. I could help defend. Out of character, I could help defend your harem.
Yeah, eventually.
He's another harem guard. Go take post.
He joins the swarm of people that I'm not keeping on the map because I'm too lazy to track 57 NPC tokens. But if you need my help, I'll be back here. And he drowns into the swarm of people.
Did they say anything when they opened the gauntlet? Is there anything other than just pulling the lever?
I didn't actually see them pull the lever, but I assumed they just pulled the lever.
I'm going to pull the lever.
Anthamila, hold on.
Everybody get ready.
Antamila pulls the lever
I know. I
as
said I'm
Derek.
going
Anthamila, hold
to
on.
pull the lever. Everybody get ready.
Hold on.
I'm holding
Do
on.
I have enough time to hold her on?
She says I'm going to pull the lever, which apparently is different from actually pulling the lever. So, yes, you have plenty of time. She trolls everybody.
That's not
Okay.
a troll. That's a specific. I'm going to pull the lever. I'm letting everyone know that's like an interruption part instead of I pulled the lever. That's
Yeah.
In the future, I will not be so generous.
I specifically
Use
said.
less or
To be
more
fair,
descriptive.
He didn't say,
Fine, I'll use even more words.
he didn't say I pulled the lever.
See, yeah, specifically, because I would have just said I pulled the lever.
This is where if I had knowledge of how to do straw pulls, I'd throw one up in chat really quick for the thousands of viewers watching,
Mhm.
and we'd get a consensus from the audience. But alas,
So, worst case, I was trying to say, hey, do maybe a dex on who was quicker, but that's fun.
no, you're.
Anyways, I was like, but before you do that, let me try this, and I'll cast my mage hand, which can get 30 feet,
Okay.
and so long as it's not 10 pounds of weight or magical, it should be able to operate the lever.
Okay.
So pretty much it's like, here, let me try this first. If you guys, just in case want to get back a little bit.
I was trying. I would like to stay within range of Anthamilla so that if something happens, she gets my aura.
And I'll get right there.
I think I
I'm
have to
hiding
move on.
behind this curtain.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, you're gonna open it with mage. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yes, I'm trying to.
Yeah, we can be all back here then. That's fine.
Alright.
So that's what I try to do.
You're standing on the circle of obvious, ominous death when you're doing this. Okay.
Hmm.
Obvious,
Good to
ominous
know.
death.
Like the giant circle area that's
Yeah,
marked on
it's
the map.
clearly gonna fill with lava, and the floor will become lava.
Yeah. So actually, if Mage Hand was cast here, is that enough? Because that's where I was like, well, I think I
Yeah.
have to move up one. I can
you
cast
just
it up
move
to 30
Mage
feet.
hand afterwards?
Yeah, you could do both. I think.
Oh, true. I could just move it. Yeah, fuck that. I am not on the circle. That's my whole thing. I just didn't want to be on that oval.
Yeah, the oval of obvious death, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you cast your mage hand spell, and it
And
grasps
starts
the
to
level.
smash.
Ooh. Do you want to pull it all the way? You're doing it.
You guys ready? Turn back around to Eldrin as well.
You don't
Ready?
see him.
Okay. I look around for Eldrin. Okay.
Altamila sees Eldred just sitting right behind a curtain.
Yep.
Here we go, boys and ladies. Yeah, I try to have my mage hand activate the lever.
Okay. The lever flips. not in the way that I just intended it, because I literally just tried to flip it because I was going to be cool.
I did see it flip.
Oh, it is more accurately flipped now.
Dun, dun, dun.
And the gauntleted hand disappears from the map because I can't do this right. Don't worry, this doesn't actually happen. It's gonna look...
Do you want to see that golden gauntlet fly off the screen? Oh my god.
What screen?
Oh no! Really?
My immersion!
Hold on, I put it on a layer that's lower. It's a disaster, I can't...
Oh no!
Rip.
Hold on, I got it. It's gonna be smaller than it's supposed to be, though. Because I have other maps that have this.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, did anyone else notice the hand shrunk and then grew again? It's weird.
Yeah, so the fist is kind of like lying flat on the ground, just mechanically seems to open and spread its fingers. And that's what you see.
I go, huh. Thought a lot more was going to happen.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
a little anticlimactic.
Jeez, guys. Why did it make me feel bad?
Hey, you're the one who, trolled us with Death Oval.
Yeah,
So,
I walk onto Death Oval
your own
now.
fault.
When Derek steps on Death Oval, give me a Constitution saving throw against 10d10 Radiant. No, you're good.
So
Is there an opening inside the hand, or?
Yeah, if nothing else is happening, I guess I'll walk up and start
opening.
looking and investigating.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. You don't see any obvious signs of anything. It seems to be an
I don't
open
know if we
hand.
looked at
Heart
investigation.
stopped.
Do we have enough time to, oh my goodness. The thing that we always do.
Guidance.
Guidance.
Oh, that thing.
You guidance, I'll help.
I'm gonna guidance the shit out of you.
What is it?
Wait. Yeah, no, that's right.
There we go.
Then
Investigation.
you click the D4 button.
Yeah,
Should
so it's definitely
Oh!
well hidden. But you realize that there seems to be a trap door in the hand itself. And you kind of notice obvious grooves where you could probably slip your fingers under it to lift it. Seems to be 5 foot wide. And it's like a 5x5 panel. And that's what you notice. You don't notice any traps or anything else interesting.
Okay. I relay that. Tell everyone what I see. Hey, there's definitely a trapdoor here.
Should we hurry up and go down there and see if we can help them out, or?
Can we open it?
You can try if you like. Would you like to open it? I'm not assuming anything.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Have
Oh,
the hand,
use
have
your
the
mage
hand of
hand.
yours open it. Yeah.
Everyone steps off the Death Oval for a second time.
Death Oval removal.
Also, I appreciate how I was way out here trying to calculate whether I have enough range when I just realized, oh, had I just stood on this side.
Oh, geometry. You taught us nothing in high school.
Oh,
Tis an oval. A
Yes.
diamond.
I will I'll have the mage hand try to get under it.
Yeah,
As I
so the mage
big
hand
toe.
kind of positions
Here's
itself,
the Veltro, folks.
but it doesn't open. It's probably too heavy.
Okay.
It's made of stone, you think, so...
All right.
Two.
Let's go.
Really, you want to give me a hand with this?
Yeah, I'll give you a hand. I'll give you 2. 3 if you count the golden one.
4 if you count the mage hand.
Yeah.
All hands on deck, guys.
I'm gonna guidance myself. Get another crit 4.
I need to guidance myself to make a freaking sanity check after all these
you're
freaking
fine.
awful puns.
Derek, get over here. No handouts.
Do you need?
Okay.
You need a strength check, Donald.
You don't need a strength check. If you're trying it by yourself, just you could lift more than mage hand by a large margin,
Gotcha.
and it opens. And I need everyone to give me a constant. No, I'm just messing with you. And you see, it hinges open towards the fingers, and you see stairs heading down into darkness.
Eldrin, there's darkness down here.
Darkness. Like
Hello,
dark,
darkness, his old friend.
It seems dark right where you are.
Say, all right, I'll be right back. And I try to stealth down there.
Eldrin starts to take a step,
Our guidance.
and you hear a loud scream echoing from someone somewhere down below.
I don't think we have time to wait.
That's fair.
Let's go.
All
Yeah.
right, Eldrin, take deadly point. Kill anything that moves. He won't be able to see you anyway.
It's true.
All right, so you're all going down.
Yeah.
Lulu, let's go.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it big enough for 2x2, or are we having to do the single file, Donald?
So it starts off
Need to
5,
stop and-
but it widens out to actually 20 feet. You could actually go 4x4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it starts off really narrow, but then widens out. This map, I'm afraid to bring you guys to because I didn't test the dynamic lighting a lot. Give me just a second. I just want to make sure it's good
Oh,
really
that's
quick.
awesome.
Just
Okay, we're
bring
good.
one person to it first.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Come right back. Close that.
So you've been descending the stairs for it. It goes for about 10 feet narrow, and then kind of widens out and descends for another 20 feet down below. You hear the occasional scream, the occasional roar from the west, actually. Somewhere to the west. It's echoey, but you can still kind of tell it's coming from the west. What
From
would
the
you-
west.
Yep. What would you all like to do?
Probably start moving forward.
Yeah. Do I not have ambiance for this kind of thing? I need a dungeon crawl music.
Mm,
I'm looking at music really quick, boys.
do it.
Moment. I have to go handle an internet thing. I'll be back in less than 20 seconds.
Ooh, that sounds ominous. Not as ominous as this music's gonna sound, though, boys.
Did it sound more like to the north or to the south?
It came from both directions.
Okay.
Like the same sound came from both directions, or two different sounds.
Whoa, hold on. Add to game.
I would assume the same sound.
Yeah, it's the same sound. It's
Okay.
echoey. You can't tell.
Okay, got it.
All right, I've added some dungeon ambiance.
Yep.
It's very light. All right.
Ooh. Oh,
You know,
no.
it's actually funny that you mention that because in real life, when everybody, we simplify our senses to just 5, we definitely have much more. And one of them, because of the way our ears are positioned, is effectively the sense of timing.
Mm.
Because sounds will hit one ear before another, and it actually helps. That gives you that is what creates that sense of like, oh, I can tell it's more coming from the north than the. Interesting fact. Anyways, let's
let's
delve in this dungeon.
Eldrin is stealthily moving down the stairs while the rest of you ponder the philosophy of hearing and senses.
Derek said all of that.
Is it pitch black down here?
It's black so far. Eldrin, you're gonna actually see similar torchlight from like around this corner here to the south.
Darn it. All right. So yeah,
I was just gonna say I don't mind messing up Eldrin's stealth if they can't literally see him.
Yeah, it was pitch black going down the stairs, but this area seems to be well constructed.
Again, I'm peeking around corners first before I step around.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You should fall behind.
So below in this area where you are now, you see. Oh, what would you see here? So there seems to be a very well lit area to the northeast. You can't. I don't think you can see a lot of what that is yet, but nope,
Peek
not at
around
all.
This corner, I can see.
Yeah,
just
the area, this area that's going up,
Mm-hmm.
seems to be like very illuminated.
So those are steps up, right?
Yep. Actually, am I lying? No, yeah, those are steps up.
I think that's right. Okay. Guess I'll peek around this corner and see anything. I'm guessing both sides connect. And you said the sound we heard was to the west?
Yeah, you could tell it's somewhere to the west.
It's kind of around the. Okay.
You haven't seen anything so far. On the ground, you would notice obvious signs of recent movement in this otherwise dusty place.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's relatively recent footprints in the dusty floors of this, what you presume to be catacombs, from what you've heard.
Can I try to see where the latest prints kind of go to?
They're scattered, north and south. They seem to have been moving in a hurried fashion.
Any like non-human prints
Yes.
that I can see? And are also those scatter?
Yes.
Right, I'll poke around this corner. Desk. Then I'm gonna try to poke around this area.
So
what's
to the
that?
east here, you see something interesting. Well, can you see it actually?
I mean, I can see like a sword
Yeah.
and something.
So to the east, you see a well-lit chamber. There appears to be a small, isolated tomb at the end of a broad flight of stairs. And you see what appears to be the body of a young woman lying on a bier with a gleaming greatsword at her side. She just seems to be lying there.
Okay.
That's what you see.
Do I see any movement? Like, is she breathing or anything like that?
They appear to be under what you presume is a funeral cloth. You assume that this person is dead based on the fact that you are in catacombs.
Right.
They seem to be preserved somehow.
You said the sword was gleaming, as in like it was a. bright
It looks really shiny. It could be the light of the torches. They have some of those similar, presumed to be magical torches in sconces on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
But it certainly looks like it's in good condition.
Okay. So if they come from the west, I see this go a little more westerly, so can check out this area. Kind of peek around the corner, both left and right.
Yeah. You hear a howl to the west. Very clearly to the west.
Like this way?
Yeah. No scream follows this one.
Okay. I'll signal to the party. Come this way.
Lulu comes up to Derek and whispers into his ear, "I'm scared."
You'll be okay.
That's just an artifact of the.
Or it's a misdrawn secret passage. No, it's literally me just goofing up map tiles.
Okay, that's it.
Actually tried to fix it and remove the floor somehow. 3 feet.
Camera. There we go. Peek around this corner.
Yes, to the far southwest. So a lot of this area, as you're kind of walking through, occasionally in the walls, you'll see like from top to bottom, there's kind of like holes in the walls for caskets. You assume that there's the remains of people stored throughout this whole place. To the far southwest, you see what appears, you would think, based on the context of everything, a sort of kind of preparation table for bodies.
Okay. Jeez. Get around. Do I hear growls or anything like that?
Give me a perception check.
I guess.
So, from where you are, you hear movement in the room nearby, to the north, but you're not sure what's causing it. Along these walls here, you see what appears to be very well made standing sarcophagus. There's 3 along this wall.
Undisturbed?
Yeah, undisturbed.
Okay.
Well made and well preserved.
I see a person from here.
Alright, hold on, let me see what you see.
Just the one person.
So, yeah, coming from the direction you are, you see a man desperately and futilely hiding behind a coffin, looking to the southwest, almost to your direction, but a little more northerly, and he looks terrified.
Okay. I'll notch an arrow on my bow.
Yep, and you will see something move forward. And I'm going to need for us to go ahead and roll initiative. You will have surprise, as this thing does not notice you as it approaches the man. I'm going to put him here. Alright, let's roll initiative.
Am I not roll? Nope.
Yeah, we'll sit with a 9. That's okay. I don't see the.
Oh, I have to actually.
Oh, damn it. Did I not reset initiative?
There we go.
Is it good?
It was just not. It was just not visible to us.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, mine's on there.
You also hear a sudden growl, which will probably be relevant, but who knows? Maybe the growling won't be relevant.
If we decided to go slow through the city instead of at our...
This place is a dead zone, basically.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, you guys didn't take any rest, though, so a lot of these people are still alive.
And I had my city thing, my city secrets.
You guys didn't stop at all.
Yeah.
Normally, this place is pretty... Like, a lot of these people are not alive. Alright, let's sort initiative. Alright, they're not going to be acting, obviously, because they are surprised. Eldrin, you will be the only one acting during this surprise round, effective. Actually, the party will be. The whole party can act. Well, actually, they're not aware of the bad guys here. Eldrin, you get to act during surprise round.
Okay.
I was going to say, cool.
Yeah, he's the only one that really sees this.
Because Derek don't know shit. He gonna run in like,
yeah,
what's going on?
I have to remember that I can see the whole map, but you guys can't. And then when I look at one of you guys, it's like... Oh, they can't literally see anything.
Yeah, dynamic lighting at its finest.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Because Derek could see it. Or not Derek, Eldrin could see it.
Mhm.
Alright, what would you like to do, Eldrin? You see one of those creepy baby-faced creatures with the whole weapons approach the fearful man.
How does? Oh no, wait, I'm not level 7 yet, so it doesn't matter. All right, I'm gonna attempt to shoot this guy with my my bow.
Okay. Arrow flies from behind the wall, catches the creature in the back, who's not expecting it.
I guess they didn't say I would have hunter's mark, but I can hunter's mark now, I guess.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, and go ahead and roll that hunter's mark. The creature falls forward as he begins to swing his breach weapon towards the man and seems motionless. Alright, top of the initiative.
I mean, I would.
Oh, you're gonna do more stuff? I forgot.
Yeah, I would have moved. Yeah,
Alright, where are you moving?
just to look around.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Two dog-like creatures spot you.
I would send there's 2 hounds over here, and
Hound formation alpha. Good game.
try to be loud enough for them to clearly see me, and move this away.
Okay. You hear a man, the man that was afraid, say, "The guards of Elturel have come. We must run and hide. They're here to save us. They're creating a distraction." Fire Doggo, also known as Arcanine, will... Oh yeah, these guys move 1,000,000. I don't even think I need to count it. Let me just see. Yeah. A Fire Doggo will run up here, Eldrin, and try to bite you. And miss.
Atmosphere. No battle music.
Well. If it isn't time for some battle music.
We did have creepy ambiance, but you're right. It's battle music.
The atmosphere is there.
Alright. Other Fire Doggos, obviously using Cone Formation Alpha.
Oh no, we're in hallway. What are we doing?
Wait, did he know we were here?
Yes.
Anthamilla.
Upon turning the corner from the west.
Anthamilla is in my aura, and so
Yes.
is Eldrin.
Yeah,
But
we
not-
can see it.
That's
Not
true.
Derek. Rip.
Also, I don't think their cone reaches as far as I'd hoped. It's only 15 feet.
Pretty far.
So, it's
Yeah, but it doesn't get Derek.
fine.
Aha!
Lame. But he'll do it because he's just a smart doggo. He's as smart as the guy I mentioned earlier.
Nice.
Int 6, actually. Edmund, Antamila, please give me a dexterity saving throw as this dog breathes hellish fire at you.
17.
Yeah, you pass. I'll tell you your damage as soon as Antamila rolls. Alright, excellent.
Oh,
You both pass the saving throw. You're going to take a fourth of this because you're both resistant to fire and you both made the save. So the total damage you're taking, so don't reduce this at all, is 23 divided by 2 is 11 divided by 2 is 5. You both take 5 fire damage total. That's with your resistance and making the save.
Oh, that chilled puppy.
And with that... Wait. Let's snap back to reality. That never happened.
That because the other dog didn't get a chance to go before everybody else, right?
Yeah, I realized I didn't roll these guys as a group as I've done with other monsters. I rolled them separately.
I think it's...
Yeah, he doesn't get to go yet, anyway.
Nope, it's fine. On to Mila, it's your turn. You never took that damage.
Oh, I see. Let me go ahead and...
Wait,
Edmund, you did not take the damage either.
thank you. It's Miller or Derek's turn.
It is now
Derek's.
Antamila's turn.
Wait, why is it...
Wait, why would
No,
it be?
no. It's Derek's turn. I'm at the bottom. I got 9.
I see you on the initiative tracker twice. Fuck my life.
I had to roll 6 and 9. Like, I take the higher one, so I'm
Yeah.
at 9.
I only see Antamila's once as a 9.
Alright, hold on. So let me double check this.
Okay.
I see Antamila at 20.1. Is that not correct?
That is not correct.
Okay. I see Eldrin at 18.18. Is that not correct?
11.18.
Okay, cool. Derek, I see you at 18.14. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, Edmund. Are you the
Seven-
You're 17.
Right. 17.08.
All right, I've removed the duplicates. The one from the last combat were in there. That's all it was.
Ah, excellent. Yeah.
Alright.
I'll be at that other initiative if you want. I don't
Ah! No.
I'll wait for it. No, you know.
Derek, your turn. My apologies.
Okay.
You hear a howl to the north.
I hear a howl, so I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 15 feet in. Right there next to Edmund. What is the lighting situation here?
It's well lit.
Well
There's
lit.
torches. It's bright light everywhere.
Okay. Would there be a torch somewhere here-ish that could get us 20 to reduce some of that? In this southeast corner?
So I'm going to give you a little bit of extra knowledge that you would know from what you've seen and observed with them already. These torches appear to be magical in nature. Snuffing
That's right.
them might not be as simple as you think.
Yep, I forgot about that. Okay.
In fact, I'm actually surprised from a DM perspective the party has not tried to loot free magical torches. Just throwing that
I
out
mean,
there.
as soon as you actually said that, I'm like, well, I know what I'm doing after this.
It's free
Okay.
magic items!
So I moved up 15. I am going to try to throw a Toll the Dead at the doggo next to...
Got it. Toll the Dead. It's a wisdom save for him, right?
Yes, and if he's... Any hit points missing yet?
He has not taken damage.
Okay.
Come on.
Cool. So Val, if he fails.
He fails. He will take 9 necrotic damage, right?
And then 4 radiant.
Alright. I'm not seeing the extra number roll. Where are you doing that?
Oh,
Oh, it's just a flat thing. That's right.
yeah, that's one. Yep.
Cool. Dog
And
yelps
then-
in surprise.
I'll back up 15 to my
Yeah.
original spot. And
Almost
that's my
as
turn.
though we have seen the future. And it's definitely the wisest decision anyway. Edmund.
Alrighty.
Oh, I still have duplicate Derek in here. I gotta remove him.
15, 20, 25. Get that sweet flank.
Yeah.
And attack this doggo. With a 24 to hit for 6 slashing.
Yeah. Your longsword lands true.
And second attack. 19 to hit for 12 slashing.
Nice. It's looking like it's in rough shape.
Not allowed to use that
Don't-
word. And
don't.
fucking dogs.
No. This is 1,000% never intended. No!
And to potentially give Eldrin flank / not be on the same side as the thing that breathes, I will stay on the opposite side and not use any more movement.
Alright. Lulu will move up and just kind of stay here.
Lulu.
What's going on? Eldrin, your turn.
Proceed to Hunter's Mark this beast in front of me.
Okay.
Drop my bow.
Okay.
Pull out my Dragon Slayer Scimitar and go to town.
Alright. I'm not even going to add the Hunter's Mark because it's...
Beautiful.
Crit 28. Advantage, yeah.
Yeah, your first attack kills it.
Just to see.
It's dead. It's dead.
Let me roll my attack.
You didn't even roll your sneak attack again, you potato.
I was
mean-
going to. I was rolling my Hunter's Mark first.
What if you could have moved and attacked the other one, though?
Yeah, he just attacks a corpse. You see, it's clearly dead after the first swing, and he keeps going. He just lays into the corpse of this hellish dog, like it did something to him.
Like it did something.
Good try.
Edmund remembers that he never really liked Hope very much and wonders if he had a traumatic experience with dogs when he was younger.
Rip Hope.
Oh, poor Hope.
I'll say there was another one in the room to the north.
Oh, shit.
Are you done?
And,
Oh man, I removed the wrong one from the initiative.
You do that so much.
I don't care. Yeah, he's going after Ontamila. Basically, you're cheating. It's fine. It's
He's
to
just
the
a-
party's benefit. I don't care.
Sure. Alright. Let me go around the corner here. 5, 10, 15.
I hate it when I move the wrong one. It gives you a friendly yellow highlight, too. I should know.
5,
It sucks, yeah.
15, nothing.
Just blame Roll20. It's always Roll20's fault.
True.
Okay, I don't see.
My
Just
kingdom
wanna
for
take
D&D Beyond.
5 footsteps
15.
back. And, well, I want to be in the ore. Do I want to take a step 5 footstep back? No, I don't. Alright. And I will ready a Sacred Flame for any demonic, fiendish doggos that come around the corner.
Okay. So wait, you are standing in the ore there?
Yeah, I'll stand in the ore.
Alright. Doggo comes here. Will breathe fiery death upon Eldrin and Edmund.
Yeah.
I can see Doggo, so I'm going to go ahead and launch one, even though it's not going to kill him.
You might put him in the death toll one that Derek has, though.
Yeah, that would help me.
That's the idea.
Alright, so give me the roll.
Okay, so it'll be 6 damage if he
And it's
doesn't make the dex
dex.
save. But she's a dog.
These guys always make dex saves. Their dex is not that great. He makes it.
Of course he does.
is there any modifier for me being around this corner or not?
Actually, you will have cover, which adds +2. Actually, you have superior cover, actually, from where he is.
You have +3 from me, so
Yeah, you're gonna have like effectively +8 to this roll.
crazy.
Yeah, you're completely fine. Well, you'll still take half, but which is all right. Eldrin, you will take 12 fire damage. Edmund, you will take 6 fire damage.
Okay.
I've factored in your resistances, unless you have fire resistance that I don't know about, Eldrin.
No.
Like everyone in the party does, except for you. I think it's ridiculous. Everyone resists that fire.
I can, but I don't have any more first levels.
Oh yeah, you have the elements thing. That's right. Derek, it is your
It's a 12,
turn.
right?
Cool. Let's
Yeah, 12.
let's move 20 feet to see what's happening.
That
I go,
awkward
"Hey,
moment where
guys."
you can see nothing.
Exactly. I'm like, hey guys, what's happening? So let's see, 5. Oh man.
As you turn the corner, you see a gout of flame from the northeast hitting Eldrin and Edmund.
Okay. So because I can't see, I'm going to back up 5, and then I'm going to ready Toll the Dead on on a presumably demon dog coming from that north corridor.
Yeah. All right. By the way, on Tamila, now that you're closer, you hear the whimpering of what sounds like children to the east.
Okay.
Around a corner. Edmund, your turn.
5, 10, 15, 20. And bonk.
Are you
Except,
bonking
you
again?
know, with a slash.
Oh, kabong!
Yeah, less of a bonk, more of a, you know, cutty cut.
Fair.
20 to hit, 8 slashing.
You deal 8 slashing, which I would have allowed to be bludgeoning if you Elka-bonged that attack.
No, this thing's dying. I don't want to do non-lethal. Another 20 to hit for 9 slashing.
Alright. Got him.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Lulu will fly up. Just to get people an aura. I'm helping!
Yeah.
Eldrin, your turn.
Alright.
Very much so.
I'll proceed to drop my scimitar, pick up my bow.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Around the corner, Hauntus Market,
Yep.
and attack.
I'm not even gonna put the hunter's mark on.
It's
Oh. Well, maybe I need to.
I think it's dead.
8 plus
That's my
17.
first attack.
It's still alive! It's still alive!
Ahem.
Oops.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
It's
I
still...
did it.
Alright.
It's still alive.
Yes. Somehow.
I'll pull back a little bit on the next one. I don't want to strain my shoulder.
A wise choice, as with sharpshooter you actually would have missed. And the second shot strikes true. And the creature dies. End battle music.
There it goes. I'll pick up my scimitar.
Alright, the room has gone eerily quiet aside from the sound of whimpering in the southeast, northeast, and southwest. This room appears to be a very well furnished and well presented area of worship. You would guess on Tamila, based on the context, that this was probably an area of worship for kind of higher ups, like officials, maybe like people that were in the high end of society for Eltura. Along the walls here and here, you see 3 more standing sarcophagus, similar to the ones that you saw when you entered. 3 more on each wall, my apologies. Well decorated, and in good shape. To the northeast, a man kind of approaches from behind some coffins with a girl clutched onto his side. And you see... you kind of start to see people emerging from hiding places. You see a boy from the southwest, 2 girls from the southeast, and a woman and her daughter to the northwest, as they kind of notice the dogs die. Are you here to save us?
Yep.
Put on the baby face mask. I found the survivors.
The girls scream and run.
Joking.
Oh,
No, yeah.
they hear you say joking and come back magically as though nothing happened. Almost like it didn't happen.
Are you guys holding up down here? How many?
We've
How
been
many are-
running and hiding through the catacombs for what feels like hours. So many people have died. Have you...
Were there any more of those dogs?
Before you finish the sentence, you hear a man scream to the northwest.
Northwest?
No rest for the wicked.
No rest for the wicked.
Like
The
Viscera?
They're not all gone yet. We should stick together. They join your harem.
Ah, they're in the harem.
All right.
You have gained 57 more villagers that you'll need to feed.
Just group move them all.
Oh, they're not moving. They're sticking together unless something happens.
Alright. I grab 2 of these damn wall torches and put them in my bag.
Yeah, they're kind of bolted to the wall. They're like on sconces, but with enough effort, you could easily break them off.
There's no time. Come on.
Yeah.
You see,
I
Antamila's
grab one. I'm just yanking as hard as I can.
You know what? Give me a strength check. I want to troll. Let's do this. With enough time, you would easily be
fall
able
on
to.
my ass. That's what I want to happen. If I do not get the same thing, I'm gonna fall on my ass. Right.
Unless you roll a natural 1, then we'll have some fun with it.
Oh God.
You fall on your ass.
All right, I fall on my ass and I get up and kind of chase after him. I'll get this thing later.
Next time, Wall Torch.
Next time.
I'll tell Edmund to give me some space. And I'll move forward.
You are quiet as a mouse.
No,
Eric, you want space?
Ah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't in my token. That's why. Okay. So northwest, you said.
Yeah.
I should have advantage.
Yeah,
That-
your 12 is a 13. That is
Yep.
true.
You said northwest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
When you get there, 2 creatures turn the corner running at you.
Okay.
I need you... We're all gonna roll initiative again in a second. It's 2 more dogs. They notice you with their
Lord.
passive perception. Recue battle music. Wait, did I not?
Edmund had for once a 17. No.
Wait, what's wrong with 17?
No,
It was great.
like, yeah.
Now I lost it though. It's gonna be like a negative. It's gonna be like a -1 now.
Oh, did I click? If you've rolled it already for this combat, you could re-add it.
No.
No.
It was the last combat.
He rolled a high initiative with his -1 to Dex.
Yeah, but it only lasted for 2 dogs, and now I'm like having to reroll again.
2 dogs and a Maragon, nerd. Don't forget, you killed 3
We didn't
things.
see the Maragon.
Yeah, it
never
died.
even saw Paragon, yeah.
When the party doesn't know that you've killed things.
Honestly, yeah, like Edmund probably doesn't know unless you pointed out the body.
There's like a dead body of...
Huh. Oh, I know what happened.
Like, I said they managed to kill that thing.
Wow, these guys.
I'm surprised they couldn't take out the dogs themselves too. Then
This guy doesn't notice you, though. The dogs definitely do.
oh,
Alright,
I quit.
Nice.
do we roll initiative yet, or...
Yeah, please roll initiative if you have not yet, Antamila.
Okay, I was like, I didn't know if it was like, yeah, we're waiting for the monsters to resolve their actions with Eldrin.
There is combat music. Combat music
What?
means if you have not
And-
rolled initiative, it's on. Alright, let me make sure I'm moving the right dog.
Better one. Hold on. Or don't hold on. Keep going. See that?
Oh, wait, I do need to wait for you.
Is the second one better? Not by much, but it is better.
The rest of the party is not aware of this. Eldrin, you are. You'll get to act during the first round. Everyone else is kind of not even knowing what's happening right now. Okay, yeah, let me resort. Boop. Alright, Doggo 1 is going to move up and try to bite you, Eldrin.
Yep.
Bark, 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 bark! And he misses.
That told us what's around the corner.
Yep, you know now. You're surprised. I'm skipping everyone except for Eldrin.
I wouldn't say that we're surprised.
They are.
How?
They still can't even see it.
Yeah, but we knew that there were more stuff over there.
You
We
didn't
had
know
the
how
screen.
far or where it was.
I guess.
You're getting to see it because they walk into plain sight right in front of you. And they were not trying to be stealthy, but everyone else, they still can't even see it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I'll just go with it.
To me, that makes sense. I mean, that's the risk of
Moving ahead
scouting
of the
off.
party.
Yeah.
At least you get the act. So
Yeah, the other guy in their party is actually not going to get to act because he did not beat your passive or your stealth. Doggos do though. What are you doing, Eldrin?
I will. I will disengage and move back to my party.
Okay.
.40 movement on my first turn.
So right in front of Edmund. Is he going slow?
Yeah, I think right in front of Edmund.
Alright, cool. Other doggo.
I'll say they're coming.
Other doggo will dash. Here. Alright, top of the initiative. Doggo 1. Yeah, that feels good. Yeah. He breathes out a cone of fire. Saving throws for Eldrin, Derek, Edmund.
And,
Don't forget you will be adding a bonus from Edmund.
Yeah.
+3.
+3?
Yep.
Oof. Alright, well, 11.
Ooh. Alright, Derek's not going to make it, but even with that one Eldrin, you make it. The DC of this one's only 12. And they rolled really low damage, so... Well, he rolled really low damage. You're lucky. He rolled... One. Wow. Holy crap. Alright. Those of you who say... Edmund, I'll do you first, because yours is the weirdest. Edmund, you take 2 fire damage.
Yeah.
Derek,
Oh no!
Derek, you take 11 fire damage.
Oof.
Eldrin, you take 5 fire damage. That awkward 3 different damage rolls because of resistance situation. He rolled an 11 damage on a 66, dude. Feels bad, man. Alright.
6, jeez.
Yeah, they could do a lot. I was actually worried about the courtyard combat.
That thing could have knocked me out right there.
Yep.
Edmund, your turn.
Move up 5 feet. Attack the one directly in front. Actually, I'm going to attack the one to the diagonal left.
Int 12 plays. Kill the one that still has its fire breath.
Yeah. 19 to hit for 6 slashing.
That's a hit.
And 12 to hit. Rip.
That's a miss.
Yeah. Okay.
Your weapon
And then-
bounces off the creature's natural armor.
Debating if I want to back out of the range of that fire and take opportunity attacks. I'm not. I'm going to stay.
That seems unwise. I would give you the DM, are you sure on that one? If you
What?
double provoked.
You'd give me the what?
I would give you the DM, are you sure you want to do that?
I have pretty high AC. I'm not too worried about them hitting me with their teeth or something.
Sure.
Dex is pretty crap though.
Derek.
With my +3, it's a +2.
Edmund interposes himself between you and the doggo. What would you like to do?
Derek is going to back the fuck out of there.
I'll go.
Big brain plays, boys.
Alright, first thing, so I move at... Are they actually here? If they are, I'm yelling
Oh yeah, they scream
get
and
in
run.
the corner.
Yeah,
Get in the corner.
they run to the harem, who's back with... Yeah, they're off.
Okay. And then I am going to... Fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to acid splash on this one. because they're within 5 feet. Each of them will have to do this. It's a dex save.
Okay. First, they actually have really low dex. First one on the right fails.
Good.
Second one on the left fails.
Cool.
Good.
And then 4 additional radiant.
Okay. So it's a total of 13.
Cool. That's my turn.
Nice. Okay. This radiant blob of acid flies through the sky. Both dogs scream in agony. You hear the movement of something armored to the north. But I don't think you'll see it yet. Let me see. Eldrin, you'll see something's approaching from the hallway to the north that you didn't see before. You can't quite make out what it is, though. Your turn, Eldrin.
Okay.
Oh, I can zoom in the battle map a little more now. I try to keep the battle map as centered in as I can on all the participants.
Hmm.
Bum, 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 bum,
I'll hunter's mark the thing in front of me, drop my bow, pull out my scimitar.
bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. This one I will add the hunter's mark on, because I don't think you kill it. Challenge accepted. So 14 damage with a first hit. And the second hit will miss. Anything else, Eldrin?
That's it.
Alright, Doggo. Is this the one that has his fire? Yeah, it is. Fire, Doggo. He has a thing, though. Yeah, no, he'll use his fire doggo breath. It'd be bad if he didn't. Fiery doggo breath activate. Eldrin, Edmund, give me a saving throw.
I guess I can miss.
What? Oh, that's true, actually, right? We determined that
Yeah.
a 1. You make it on a 1?
Mhm.
Yeah. So just Edmund.
20!
Yeah. Both of you will take... Well, actually, sorry. This is different because one of you has resistance. Eldrin, you will take 7 fire damage. Edmund, you will take 3 fire damage. That ring... Is it a ring of fire resistance?
The Ring of Fire Resistance seemed like just the most random item we ever found, but it's absorbed so much damage.
Hold on. Let's not forget how cool and hilarious the circumstance of that ring of fire protection was. Do you remember where you found it and why? It was funny?
Where did we find it? Where was it funny?
I can go back into my notes and probably tell you.
We'll talk about it after this combat. It's pretty funny, though. On Tamila, your turn.
Alright. How's Eldrin looking?
I actually don't know. I don't look at your guys' HPs.
Pretty hurt.
I don't want you to die, so I'm going to run up and I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds.
Healing spells? Nani?
Okay. Not that one.
Ooh.
There you go. All right.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. See
Much
some of
way
the
from
wounds on Eldrin's body, some of the burns dissipate.
I'm almost half HP now.
And you know what? I'll stand there. That's fine. But I use my free action to up. I don't know if I can do it at the same time because I'm basically putting my dagger away, and I'm gonna just basically hold onto the rod that's on my belt. I don't know if I have to hold the rod in my hand or if it's just on my person. So I just want to make sure I. Yeah.
If you're talking, what is the
rod of retribution.
Yeah, you need to actually be wielding it. So if you want to actually hold the rod to get its effect, you could drop
the dagger and pick up the rod of retribution.
You could absolutely do that.
I don't know. I mean, it's not a weapon. It's just.
Yeah. Just for stuff like that, you actually have to be holding it.
That's fine. Okay, then I'm gonna do that to wield it.
All right. Doggo's turn. Now, with the words that every player hates to hear. Does it recharge?
We don't hate to hear that. We hate to hear that it did recharge.
Well,
yeah, there you go.
Let's roll it in chat. It recharges on a 5 through 6.
Wow.
Oh. Oh no! It recharges and it breathes fire. Everyone, give me a dex save. Except for Derek, who moved away from the fire-breathing beasts.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Come on.
Had to fail one eventually.
Oh no, my
Passed
friends.
like every single one.
We don't need one from you, Eldrin. Okay, adding
It's a
3.
12 Antamilla.
That's
Yeah.
12 from Antamilla? Oof.
Yeah,
Isn't
that
that-
meets beats, so you're good.
Nice.
As opposed to beats meets. Ugh.
At least I still. No.
Alright, the damage is low again. Edvin,
Yeah. I take half because of.
Rue resistance, you take 6 fire damage.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, he rolled pretty low again. On Tamila, you make it, so you will take 3 fire damage.
Marvelous. 1 second.
These guys can do 36 damage with that move.
Yep.
So much. Oh my gosh. Can
I'm
you
at
go
14 currently. So
It's gonna. No? Not. I want to walk up again.
I'll probably have to heal.
Oh, you're using the thing? Can you do that with the thing?
Yeah, I'm holding it. It's
Oh.
it's not fucking doing it though. Okay, 1 sec. Just give me a see if he makes a DC 13 for half damage on. I think it's a dex save,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and get it up because
He succeeds.
Okay, so he's at least going to take 3 damage. And why is it not popping the fuck up? All right, back half damage. Okay, all right. I don't see why it's not doing it. Let's see if I can just. No, I can't do it from there either. Well, I'm just gonna roll 2d10, I guess, and see what the fuck happens because I'm not sure why that's not working.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 plus 3 lightning damage.
Okay. Oh, because it's thunder, right?
It's lightning.
Oh, lightning, which lets you do the thunder. That's how that works, right?
And if you could, launch him into that wall, please.
He has been launched. You hear a yelp of pain as the creature is struck by electricity. No, you both don't get to make opportunity attacks.
No, but I do believe since he moves 10 feet, he takes 5 feet of moving into that wall damage.
That sounds cool. So I'm going to roll it like falling damage, which is normally 1d6 for every 10 feet. So let's treat it as 1d6, and we'll think about that in the future.
Usually the spells say, I think.
It doesn't, but it's cool to me. He slams against the wall. Some of the bricks fly off. And he
1d3 because it's half the distance.
No, I rule cooled it. It has been rolled. He took the full damage of a 10-foot fall for 5-foot slam against the wall. But in the future, we'll think about it. I liked it. The dog will stand up and move back towards the party. baring its fangs. Edmund, your turn.
Oh god.
That's cool. That's the first time you get to use that on Timothy.
And that was a Rod of Retribution, at least.
Yeah, I like that thing.
2 more charges remaining.
Which one is...
And 3 damage.
I refuse to say the word. Which one is looking less healthy?
The one that just got... I'm sorry. The one that has been afflicted by Eldrin's magics. Northwest one.
I almost said the pun word.
No.
Yeah. I gotta like act.
What are you talking about? What pun word? Look, I don't understand what you're talking about.
Cool. I'm gonna attack that one to the diagonal.
But I have a bone to pick with you on this, Maurice.
Wait, bones? Like dogs stick out?
Mm,
18 hit for 12 slashing?
On the top left one?
Yeah.
You drop it.
Yeah! I will then... Oh, it doesn't matter. It does matter. 5, 10. At least this way, breath weapon can't hit everybody at the same time. And then I will second attack on this guy. Won't get advantage, but still 20. It's counting the crit for some
That's
reason.
fine. 7 damage, right?
Yes, just 7. Yeah, just 7. That's really cool how it does that, so you can still...
Oh yeah, like, it's pretty easy for me to see. It spells it out.
Yeah. So 7 slashing on that guy, and then that's my turn.
Derek, your turn.
Eldritch is still in my thing, and if Anthony Miller moves up,
cool.
he's in it.
I need a 15 dex for Toll the Dead
Ooh.
on
Isn't it whizzed?
Whiz save. Sorry, not dex. Whiz save.
I'm kind of paying attention here, boys.
A little bit.
He fails it.
Yeah, dumb dog. And
Jeez.
then 4 radiant.
Ooh, it starts to bleed out of its ears, and it stands up and looks at you menacingly. And then light comes out of his ears, and he dies.
Excellent.
You've melted his brains with the power of radiant light. Are you done?
And then I will move against this wall, and
Okay.
that's my turn.
All right. This guy's turn.
Alright. And testing, ignore me.
Move here. They'll make 1 attack against Eldrin and 1 attack against Edmund. First attack against Eldrin. What's your AC?
18.
It's a hit for 12 slashing damage. Second attack goes against Edmund. It's a miss.
Yeah.
Eldrin, your turn.
Oh, I see. Oh, that should make sense. Okay.
I'm gonna disengage here and pick up my bow along the way.
Okay. Anything else?
And move over here.
Alright, you done?
Yep.
On to Mila.
Alright.
Also, give me a concentration save, Eldrin. Also, I'll assume you're using your bonus action to re-Hunter's Mark him if you still have it. Because that's the second time I'm nice for you today.
What's that?
Give me a concentration save.
Yeah, let me get that.
Let's get into
Constitution,
kill
right?
formation alpha.
You pass it. And I'll assume that you want to use your bonus action to re-mark him, right?
Sure.
Okay. On to Mila.
Alright, I'll rush up behind it. And I wait for my actual skills to load up so I can press the stabby button. Thanks.
Stabby button is the best button.
It would be if it would just, appear. Hello, stabby button. Okay, good. And there we go.
Stabby button doesn't work for you.
Stabby button does not work. Sad state of affairs. All right, and I end my turn.
Edmund, your friend has set you up the flank. What will you do?
Oh, yeah. Y'all you.
Will you answer the call? He answers the call.
Hurt. 15 to hit.
Misses.
Damn it. 25 to hit.
That's a right proper hit.
And 11 slashing, sorry.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Derek, your turn.
Cool. Let's see now. I will move. Maybe.
Uh-oh.
I'll move there. Yes. I can see him. And I am going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay. Give me that damage.
Maybe. Let me try that again.
Said I'm going to cast it. He didn't say I cast it.
1, 2, 3 missiles at him.
7 plus 3 is 10 damage?
Yep.
The missiles collide into the creature.
I hate
Who has
to be
no-
that. I hate to be that guy, but didn't it go through the elephant's thing?
No.
Okay.
They fly unerringly towards their target, and it's not necessarily in a straight line. There's no way I would do that to you guys.
Okay.
If it was a line, like, non-smart spell, maybe we'd be talking about it. Lulu's not even in initiative, to be fair.
That's true. She hasn't been moving and stuff.
I'll put
I
her
could
with
also
people.
see this
I was
thing
using
has
her
100
as
and-
like cover
yeah.
as well, but yeah.
I'll put Lulu with
Anyways.
the people. But good point. Alright, you done?
But they did. I did see them like clearly hit. Right?
Yeah, it definitely hit him.
Cool.
It doesn't have a visible reaction, but it's wearing a creepy mask, so you can't tell. It looks like it's hurt him, though.
So then, with my 10 remaining feet, I'll just back up here.
Alright. Creature attacks Antamila first, and then Edmund.
Oh, that could be bad.
Antamila, what's your AC?
20.
Hits you for 6 slashing damage.
Oh, that's nice.
So, what happens if he gets launched 10 feet away from me while in between?
I thought you had the.
I can choose.
You have your weapon out right now, right? Because you attacked him with it?
Oh yeah, but I also have the normal one. I have the Rod of Retribution, and I have the normal Wrath of the Storm counter that I've had since level 2.
Got it. So maybe the DM will rule of cool this in a way that's not favorable for the party. You'll have to find out. I gave you one rule of cool. Maybe I do one rule of cool.
I thought you
Do
got
you
to choose
gamble?
whether they moved or not.
I don't get to choose though, so. Oh no, if they get hit by light. Well, do I get to choose if they get hit by lightning?
It'll say it. I think it's probably I would have made it optional.
Okay.
I
in
thought
that
it was.
case,
I thought it was optional, but I'm
I'll
not
hit
sure.
him with it and not have him move then, because I don't want to slam him into. So give me.
I
a dex
absolutely
save.
would have done it too. You know I would have. Yep. Dex save.
That one's working. It looks like.
He fails.
All right, so he takes 6 lightning damage and 3 damage additional from the blue scale. Which that one worked out perfectly. It's all set up. It's great. It's beautiful. So 9 damage altogether. And I take 6. I guess it's a decent trade-off.
And then he makes his attack against Edmund. Ooh, Edmund, what's your AC?
21.
He hits you
Jesus.
for 14 damage.
This
I
guy.
am unconscious.
Edmund
shit.
has gone unconscious. Eldrin sees Edmund's limp corpse, as limp as a corpse in full plate armor can be, fall to the ground. The creature will move around and become one with Altamila, apparently. Actually, no, he won't. He'll stay right there. He's not as smart as I thought he was. Eldrin, your turn.
Is he smarter than the dogs?
No. That's a hit. And as he looks like he's about to swing his halberd down on Edmund's corpse, your arrow pierces his wrist to the rock wall, and he dies from blood loss somehow. From a wrist wound.
It can happen.
Immediately.
If you hit the right thing, I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't want to say. I was going to start getting into way too dark territory.
Oh, true. Yeah, don't please. Okay. Combat music has ended. On to Mila. What would you like to do? It looks like you have rushed to your friend's side.
I'm going to have to heal him.
Give me that heal.
I have to make a choice on which heal I'm throwing on him, because 9 ain't gonna cut it.
I mean, we'll probably have to have a short rest.
You know, I don't know when the next rest is gonna be. That's the thing. There might be 2 or 3 more combats. So...
Make your choice.
I think we might have to rest here. Yeah.
We could probably have a small rest here, but I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, even still, I gotta get him up. Okay. In that case, I'll just throw him a heal.
All right. With a magical heal happening, we don't need to play through the rest because I'm going to give you some spoilers before we move into the next round of things.
All right.
Firstly, go ahead and heal him for how much you're healing him for. Yep, 10. All right. As we transition to the break, the party's harrowing experience cutting through hordes of devils and devilish creatures has caused them to ascend to a new level.
Ooh.
Normally, I will only do level ups on a long rest. But, spoilers, there's going to be no more combat before the next time you need to take a long rest. So, the party during this break could please advance to level 7.
Does that also mean we get a long rest?
We will go ahead and handle the long rest now mechanically. But please consider there is stuff to explore here. So any spell usage related to exploration,
Like
just
stuff or whatever,
just keep that in mind. But there should be no more combats. But we will handle all of this over break. Let's go ahead and take a full 10-minute break. And we'll come back at 9:20 with level 7 characters and the aftermath of what has occurred here down in the cabin. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. The party, I actually should update it here on this little note on your screen, has ascended into level 7-dom. And they just went through about 13 or 14 encounters without even taking a short rest. Somehow. You should watch the previous episodes to find out how if you haven't. But there they are in a spoopily quiet catacombs under the High Hall Cathedral. There's people kind of coming to thank you. There's people. The people are saying that there's they're pretty confident that there's not any more devils that followed. They had closed the hand from the inside. They had sent someone back to do so to prevent anyone else from finding this, and it seems to have worked, as a lot of the other devils were seemingly trying to look around in the High Hall Cathedral. They weren't necessarily aware of how this group got down here, which worked to the benefit of the people.
Guess when they say that, I make sure that we go and close it.
Good call. You can take your time, and At this point, you're pretty confident based on what you did above and the bloodbath that you've left behind and the bloodbath down here and the corroborating stories of the people down here. I will let the party explore freely. We don't necessarily have to go through this place room by room. I could kind of do what we did in the Van Thamper Villa and go area by area of relevance. And I'll save the most important one for last, the one that's going to progress the story. Do you all want to do that?
Sure. I also want to take my time and get myself my torches.
Yeah, how many torches do you want to get?
Let's go with 4, since one for each of us, just in case. I know certain people probably won't like it, but just in case.
Yeah, the good news with these torches too is because they don't emanate heat. They don't like burn your bag or your belongings, so you can easily cover them as well as a result. So yeah, anybody that wants one or more, you could take. They're abundant. They have some sort of enchantment on them. I forgot the name of it. It's actually, I said it the first time. Like ever-burning torch or something. I don't remember what it's called. No, it wasn't ever. I'll remember what it is, but I'll get you the exact name so you could add it to your inventory. It's not a magic item. It's an item with a magic spell cast on it. A little different.
Okay.
With a duration of permanent. It's effectively a magic item, but it can be dispelled, I suppose. Whereas a normal magic item can't through dispel magic. Okay. So, Eldrin, you're able to close the fist. There's a lever on the other side. And you simply are able to pull it. You see the fist close shut. And from the inside, as all of the light drowns away from above. Going room by room. These areas, as I'll repeat this one because we kind of went through it quick. This area that you're in right now, and I'll shift ping you as we go, seems to be a fancy place of worship for rich people. Or people in high positions within El Terrell. Notable features of this room include, good furnishings, as I mentioned, nice carpet. There's a total in this room of 12 standing sarcophagus, as opposed to the rest of them that you've seen that have all been stacked or on the ground. That is the notable stuff of this room. Is there anything you want to do in here? If not, we will proceed to the next room.
I hate to be completely sacrilegious, but let me open up one of these sarcophagi if I can.
Sure. Give me a 1d12 to determine which one you open.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Or you could pick. I have numbers for each of them. 2. All right. This sarcophagus seems to be very well sealed. You can't seem to find a way to open it easily. You feel like you'd probably have to remove some of the sealant around the edges of the sarcophagus with a sharp thing like a knife. If you want to try to do so, you could give me a dexterity check.
Okay. And before I go silly, I do have Detect Magic prepared. I'm going to cast as a ritual, since I assume we have time, since we're just exploring now.
Okay, so this will tell you something interesting. Detect Magic. Kind of scoping around the room. You notice everyone's magical items and stuff. But one sarcophagus in particular, none of the rest of them, seems to have inside of it an aura of abjuration as well as an aura of conjuration.
Ooh, I let the party know there's something shiny in this box. And I go and try and open it.
Give me a dexterity check.
Okay.
You try to remove the seal of the coffin or sarcophagus. Yeah, you get a knife in there, like a dagger. And you kind of try to pry it away, but it's just not working. It's not the right instrument of the job. You can't seem to open this thing up.
Do you want me to try?
Be my guest.
You said was it dexterity save?
If you have thieves' tools, it is a
do.
thieves' tools check.
And I will cast guidance on him to help him while he tries and gets in there.
You actually might have been able to make it yourself if you had used guidance. It's a pretty high DC.
Is that sleight of hand?
It technically.
Oh, never mind. I'd roll 20.
It's
I can do it.
Yeah, it's its own check. Yeah, so you try to... You don't have advantage on this for any reason, right? Or do you have a thing that gives you? I remember you have a glove or something.
I do have gloves of thing.
Tell me what the gloves do, because I think they're relevant.
I think they have to do with using thieves too.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second. Yeah, equip. Gloves. Thievery. In a +5 bonus to dexterity, sleight of hand checks, and dexterity checks made to pick lock.
I guess it's kind of... It's like a combination of these things. You're like trying to break into something. Kind of meets the... I guess, not the letter of what's written, but the spirit of what's written. You're trying to literally rob graves. Okay. Yeah, so you get a really thin blade from your thieves' tools. Like, this is a very tight seal of a very strong material that's holding this thing shut. And with this really thin blade, you're kind of able to work your way around the edges of this stonework of this sarcophagus. And it takes a good, like, 5 minutes. Like, it's a pretty thorough job that you have to do. And you feel like you've gotten all of the seal off. Do you want to open it?
Let's
back
see
and
if there are
say-
any traps. Let's ask Derek for a little investigation on the traps if he doesn't mind.
You betcha, buddies.
And I will help you, unless, somebody else wants to help, and then I can guidance you.
Well, if you want to help, I can guidance.
Alright, I'll help.
So what do we have here, guys? As he looks in. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Derek, you take a kind of look around the
15.
sarcophagus, and you don't see any obvious signs of traps. And that would make sense to you, because the sarcophagus isn't like in the middle of a place of worship, right? So you wouldn't want someone to accidentally spring a trap, right? Seems good.
I say. Seems okay. You're probably safe.
Alright,
And he
just in
says it
case.
just like that.
Back up,
Hey,
I'll
yours?
go ahead and try and open it.
Okay.
My idea. I'll take this blasphemy on us.
You slide the stone out of the way, and the wrapped remains of what you presume to be priest kind of fall towards you, but it's more of a controlled fall. Like, it's not actually falling. It seems to be moving of its own volition. I'd like for everyone to go ahead and give me an initiative check.
What are the standing ones?
No, Anthony Hill, I
Yes.
already hit my long rest button. No, Anthony Hill.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna speed through this one. I just need to see if it gets any attacks off. So
Sure.
everyone just roll initiative.
It's just funny. I was like, yeah, we probably won't.
You guys probably should not have had this combat. I didn't expect you guys to actually thoroughly search. I tried to drop this room with the things. I'm like, please use detect magic. In my head.
I did, though. I did.
You did. You made me so proud. You
Yeah,
could.
yours is a ritual. It's a lot easier for you to use it. I have to sacrifice.
I keep
spell.
forgetting that you can't use it as a ritual, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure this thing's
Yeah.
there.
I
Ritual.
mean, I can use it in a pinch, but
All right. So I have the initiative. I'm missing. Actually, one of you did not roll yet. Kenny.
no, I rolled. I
Right.
just didn't have it for some reason.
Did you have your token selected?
Oh, it's there.
Oh, I didn't have my token selected.
Scumbag of the earth.
I'll roll again, and then I'll change the number.
All right. Let's start from the top of the initiative. Eldrin, a mummy's attacking one of your friends. We're doing this theater of mind style. All right. All right.
Oh, mummies!
And it dies. We don't need to continue. So I'm glad that we did it this way. Yeah, so this
I
creature
look back
started
and
to moan at you. Eldrin knew what was happening before it even happened. He didn't
Don't
try
you
to
moan
live.
in my general direction.
I just wanted to see if any of you got mummy cursed. That would have been cool. Right?
No mummy curse.
You killed
No.
the mummy before mummy curse. And the creature falls to the ground. And with the falling sound, you hear the clanging of metal.
All right, so I look down at the mess of the mummy, and I imagine my detect magic is still going since I think it's a 10-minute spell.
Yeah.
So I pick up the glowy thingies.
So, on his arms, under the wrappings, there appears to be bracers glowing with abjuration magic. In his chest, there appears. Are you gonna dig inside of his chest?
Well, I got chainmail on. Let me use my knife to try and pry open his chest, so I'm not just digging through the remains of his chest and just, yeah.
Yeah. Inside, you kind of carve out a hole, and inside you find a yellow diamond emanating conjuration magic.
I say, Derek, think fast. Can I hand him the bracers? Because I think those might be useful.
Cool. Can I try to see if I recognize what they are?
Yeah, over
Is
at
it-
Arcana check would actually work. Yeah, let's start with Arcana first. Oh yeah, you know what these are.
Wow.
Jeez.
Nice.
In fact, you've seen these all. You know everything there is to know about these bracers of defense. Bracers of defense are pretty great for someone like yourself. In the back of your head, you had these on your shopping list, perhaps. You kind of wear these on your wrist, and they provide you a +2 bonus to your armor class, as long as you're not wearing any armor or a shield, which qualifies for you very specifically.
Cool.
And then you have a yellow diamond gem as well, if you'd like to make an Arcana check for that. On Tamila or Derek.
I think he knows more about Arcana. I'm just going to help him out with it.
Okay.
Try that again.
This one's a
Not
little
as
more
good?
interesting. You feel like you need some time studying it. With the context of it having conjuration magic, you know, it probably summons something. But you're not quite sure what or how to really use it until you kind of probably have to take short rest to do so.
Okay.
Considering that you guys are going to be getting a long rest before we really do anything else, and I promise there's no other combats at this point, I will tell you that upon a short rest, you will learn that you have found this yellow diamond is a yellow diamond elemental gem. Yellow diamond elemental gems are particularly interesting. They have the ability to summon a earth elemental as though you have cast the conjure elemental spell. It's a one-time use. Alternatively, you could use it as a diamond for the purposes of spells or rituals that use diamonds. And this diamond has a value of... Give me just a second. Uncommon consumable. 100 gold pieces. And there you go.
There we go.
We got a party golem! I mean, a party earth elemental.
What about, I would be looking over, during our break, I'll be looking over the leather armor I found.
Oh yeah.
The leather armor. What was it from?
Uh,
Oh, it was from the ghoul, right?
the
Oh
ghoul.
yeah.
Yeah. You're confident that this is magical armor. Over a short rest, you would come to learn that it is a leather armor +1.
Nice.
What's one other? Okay. What about the sword from the dragon fiend dragon?
Not magical.
And was there another sword? Or we found out there's a normal sword from a dead guard.
Not magical.
All right, non-magical swords. Chiak. Actually, I hand it to the entourage, the harem entourage. Defend yourself.
The harem has new weapon.
Well, is it leather or just regular, or studded leather?
I don't recall. Let me look. I would hope you would write down your own fat loots. Come on, guys, you're killing me. Just a moment. It's just have to scroll up to that encounter. Let's see. What was this one called? They all had clever names. No, this one was not clever. It was just called Ghoul Pack. Oh, and it is studded leather.
Nice.
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 I will-
Also, you would obviously gather, if you looked, the other treasure from that combat with the potion with the liquid that you could not see inside of it.
I imagine that is a potion of invisibility.
Correct. You put your context clues together and you learn a thing.
And then Camilla has that, right?
I think so, yeah. Alright, ready for the next room?
Yeah.
So exploring through this place, you see lots of these like kind of little cutaways. These are just kind of where people's bodies are stored. Here, this random guy needs to get away from the party. Go away, guy. So here, this room seems to be a crypt. One thing that's interesting about this crypt is there is occasionally books with some of the bodies, and it upon entering, it seems to be specifically called the Hall of Scholars. So you imagine that this is where scholars that served El Terrell or wizards might have been buried.
All right. Two questions, which one will pretty much elucidate the other. How long has it been since we moved to the room? Just like, what, a minute or so?
A minute.
Okay, so what do I see with my detect magic?
You will see a aura of evocation coming from one of the shelves.
Okay. I walk over to the shelf.
Yeah, you see a body. And the aura seems to be coming from behind the body. Is it evocation fireball? Let's find out.
It might be.
That's like, hey, Derek, I'm seeing something here. I'm not quite sure what it is. It looks like something evocation-y.
So
Let's
last
inspect
time
it.
you saw something, there was a mummy.
Yeah, that's a mummy, and he got bracers of protection. All right.
I'll step back from the room.
I'll cast Mage Hand, give it a dagger,
Okay.
and then. So where you think something's in this?
I can
It's not
see
in it. It's like kind of
Behind it?
behind where the body is. Yeah.
Okay. The mage hand will pretty much take it and like stab the dagger into its arm.
You stab the dagger into the arm of the dead body in it. Stab successfully.
Is there any kind of reaction?
No.
Okay.
The mummy fear is real, boys.
No curse the mummy. So I pray to Bilker for forgiveness for the desecration I am performing, and then I throw a prayer of forgiveness to Torm for desecrating the corpses here, and I pull the body out.
The body falls to the ground. Behind the body, there seems to be the ore is emanating from behind some rocks.
The ore is emanating from rocks?
Behind some rocks. Like, there was a body in the way, now there's rocks in the way.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna crawl my stupid ass in there and start digging through some rocks.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. Once you, like, actually get in there and move it away with your hand, you could tell, like, this was an intentional kind of, like, hidey hole. Where someone was stashing things. As you find a leather satchel, and there's like a jingling sound inside, not like coins, but maybe like precious stones. And then you find a bright red potion. You would recognize this immediately. It's a potion of greater healing.
Oh, nice.
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 Found a potion! And a bag of something.
Yeah, you want to look in the bag? It's not giving off magic.
First, and then look in the back.
Yeah. Inside the bag, you find 9 red amethysts worth 50 gold pieces each.
Red amethysts. Interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's keep a hold of the red amethysts for spell components, or maybe some sort of clever.
How much were they each? Sorry.
50 each.
50 gold each.
Next room. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
This room. So this appears to be a large meeting chamber. You count about 40 seats. And you imagine that this is where the leadership of Elturel had meetings related to defense, strategy, etc. Like, this is like kind of like their Senate room sort of situation for the whole city. You don't detect magic in this room, Antonella.
Okay. And so it's just the table and the chairs all over? Is there anything on the table?
No, it's bare.
Is there anything under the table?
No, you don't see anything of interest. Some dust.
Nifty room. But I see nothing.
Alright, want to move on to the next one?
Everybody good with that?
Yep.
Alright, next room. Zoof. Gonna look at this a little bit. Here, interestingly, Antamila, you do not detect magic, despite the body seeming to be perfectly preserved. And the sword doesn't give off magic either.
We should probably leave this one alone.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant. I won't.
This
I don't think I'll
me
stab
in.
Yeah.
Look at this
I'm just gonna-
sword just kind of laying here next to this perfectly preserved body. It's fine. Okay. All right.
Are we
Those
sure?
those are all the major rooms. The rest are just kind of like side crypts. You find, looking through this place, you find more people to add to your harem that were hiding. I'm just gonna total them up for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You find 9 more people hiding in like various side rooms.
And in that room there was
What?
there were 6 in the original room that we found.
Oh, there was more than 6 in the original room. The total people that you have. Yeah, you have right now. I will show you your harem from just this spot, not including the druid or the guard or any of the other townspeople. Some of them are in the walls, you can't even see them all. These are the people you have found and saved. Oh, nope, we're missing guy up here as well.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of people.
That's not including the people from the town.
Not including the people from the town, no.
Wow! Holy crap!
So, conveniently, the last area you go to, there seems to be more people standing around. When you approach this area, you kind of notice a guy on lookout when you turn the corner, assuming scouting, Eldrin formation situation going on. The guy, you notice the guy before he notices you. I'm just gonna speed things up, and nothing bad happens. He calls for other people, and everything goes well. In this area, you meet a young acolyte woman. In the center of the room, I guess I should describe the whole room. There's actually a lot more people than represented here. I was just not going to put all the tokens on the map. In this area, in general, you see hundreds of over 100 people, just kind of hiding in various alcoves, behind boxes, all over the place. You see a lot of people crying, huddled together for warmth with their families. And before the main font, you see a woman kind of standing out, this acolyte. In one of her arms, she clutches a leather-bound tome to her breast. And on her other hand, or in her other hand, she wields a ceremonial mace. You feel like looking at it, it would probably shatter if it hit something harder than a pillow. Like, clearly, purely an ornamental weapon. Looking at this person, you could tell that they're probably new to the job. They look like they haven't been an acolyte for long. And this woman would introduce herself as Feria. And she would kind of confirm what you already suspected. Feria would tell you that she is relatively new to being an acolyte of Torm here in El Terrell. Kind of semi laughs it off in regards to worst first week on the job ever. Yeah. Well, it's been more than a week now, obviously, but you get the picture. She hadn't been doing this very long before things went south in more than one way of speaking for El Terrell. And she would thank you for helping bring all the people to safety. And asks if there's anything that she could do to help you.
Whew.
Are there any actual soldiers remaining?
No soldiers here, I'm afraid. All of them stood behind and bravely fought. And she kind of looks past you and sees the soldier that you found upstairs. Oh, it does appear one has survived, actually. But no, most of the others have gone. We do have there was a group that went that left the High Hall Cathedral with a man from Baldur's Gate.
Do you know where they went?
I think he said that he was going to the graveyard to search for a holy relic. Didn't provide a lot of details. His name was Older Ravengard. He was very helpful for helping usher everyone down here. He didn't come with us, though.
Would there be more than one graveyard in Alterel, or was it like?
So it would be the graveyard within the keep itself. So if I didn't describe this properly, the High Hall Cathedral is just one of the areas within the walls of the keep.
Right.
The walls of the keep are quite large. At least one Baldur's Gate in size. The memes with Baldur's Gate. So there's different areas. So you're in the High Hall Cathedral, which is an area of the High Hall Keep. There's also some residential areas. There's a cemetery here. There's a couple of different things like stables as well that are within the walls of the keep, and she would expect that he went to the cemetery within the High Hall. He wouldn't leave us too far behind. He was very adamant on protecting as many people as he could. Also, onto Mila, your detect magic would give a vibe of conjuration from the book that's being held by this woman, as well as something you can't quite put your finger on, which is always good. Doesn't fall under a specific school of magic. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is that tome you're holding there?
Oh, I thought it would be important to bring this to safety. This is the Tome of the Creed Resolute.
I turn to Rhea. Does that thing seem important to you?
Rhea looks at it in disgust at this point. She says, "Oh, I know that book." She kind of goes over to the woman and forcibly takes it from her hands. And kind of opens the woman's like, "Hey, that's..." And Rhea literally says, "Shut up." And you see her start thumbing through the pages of the book. She just kind of puts her finger on the page and says, "Yep, there's my name." She kind of lets out a sigh.
I wonder if we can break this somehow.
Are the other names missing? Like, do they vanish?
No. All the names are still in the book. You should really be careful with that. That serves as a record of all the brave and valiant knights of El Terrell. Rhea just kind of gives her these dagger eyes. You know nothing of El Terrell and the corruption it was built off of.
Now, Rhea, let's not scare the people.
Changed.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, "Damn, Rhea done changed."
Yeah.
I mean, she grows up her whole life thinking that Krieg is this cool guy. Finds
So I
out,
get.
yeah, yeah.
He was cool. Cool as a snake.
They are cold-blooded, I guess.
That was the...
It took me a second. I had to think about it out loud, Maurice. Okay.
That's fine. I didn't. You know, you got it. It's cool.
How long ago did Older Ravengard go out to the graveyard?
We started being ushered down here, I suppose, half a day or so ago. He left immediately after opening the passage. I knew the way down. I've done work down here in the catacombs. Up until then, we'd been kind of staying above in the cathedral. It was safe. But we saw an attack coming from the distance, from our towers, and started to take action. Things went south pretty quick.
Even still, you should. You and this group can count yourself lucky to have survived.
I thank Torm every moment I get.
Are there...
Good.
Go ahead.
Alright. She said we've been hearing screams from the west. We know that there have been people hiding, distracting the creatures that followed us down here. We have nowhere to go. We've just been waiting for our deaths, but it seems as though you've saved us.
Well, don't speak too soon. It's a long way to go to being saved. It's just a brief reprieve.
But
Take any reprieve we could get.
You do bring up a good point. We've done a pretty good job of cleaning up any creatures we could find. Do you know how many entrances there are to the catacombs?
Well, we're in the catacombs now. There are other stairs that used to lead down here to the far west, but they've caved in from the earthquakes.
So as far as you know, the only entrance is the passageway through the Hand of Torm.
The only one that remains that I'm aware of. As she says this, Antamila, you actually notice something interesting. Just kind of like, scoping out the area and stuff like that. And you think you see a trap door near the fountain to your west with your passive perception. Because, Jesus. Right next to you, actually. You're effectively standing right next to it. It's right here.
Like down
I'm
or
gonna
up?
wander off like an
Trapdoors down.
child and try and open said trapdoor.
Trapdoor opens to a tunnel. The woman looks at you in surprise. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what that.
Tunnel?
I don't know where that goes.
Can I insider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me an insight check.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're pretty confident
Got
she's
it.
being genuine, Derek.
Okay.
No clue that was. She's new to the job. She has no clue what the hell you're doing.
True. That's a good point.
All right.
Okay. Well, I guess as that's happening and we're kind of looking at that, I'll say, well, with the reason I bring that up is I think perhaps you may want to, I know mostly pedestrian here, but try to set up just a blockade or check at the passageway we came through. Of course, I don't know what we're going to do with this thing now, as I point to the tunnels.
Well, with this, we could do the plan that we were talking about. Some people had started to try to dig fruitlessly, but they were starting to try to dig an alternate exit from here. We were going to jam the mechanism that opens the hand, which we thought would have made us safe, but there was devils that followed us down here, so it was too risky to go over to the west. It's been a very stressful 12 hours.
Do you have a plan on how you're gonna feed all these people?
No, we had sent somebody about a day ago out to try to get some more supplies to bring them to the keep, but we did not see them. They're not amongst our group.
I think we ran by those. Do you guys think we should call our friendly neighborhood Otter? See if we can get some of these people out of here?
Oh yeah. What's his deal?
Yeah, you guys never really thought about that much.
Yeah, I forgot what was the agreement on.
He was gonna send the
He's
message.
waiting. I'm sending the message.
Oh, you're sending the message.
Yes. It's like 2 weeks, or if we send a message. I think it was or was it 2 weeks, or it was a certain amount of time, or send a message.
Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks sounded right. Like the baseline 2 weeks sounded correct.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
That's some
if
big balls.
we could send a message for him to start bringing people back, this seems like a pretty safe
Might-
area for now.
Derek, give me an Arcana check.
You betcha.
Never mind.
Poof. Sounds like a good idea, guys.
And that's kind of what we had discussed, anyways. That we'll let him know if plans change.
Should we wait till we find more people? Should we just go ahead and see if we can save these here?
You've got at least about 180 people here.
Holy cow.
That's a lot.
Combined with you, that includes your harem and the people you found. So
I mean, I would say like It'll probably take him more than a day to start bringing all these people back.
Absolutely. I guess we get started then. Let me see if I can try and contact him. Okay.
Should we try to bring the water in? It was
We
right
can.
outside.
The food was right there with it too.
Yeah, we have the food.
Wait, there's food and water?
Remember at the gate, like the turnover cart, we
Yeah,
pulled the cart
Edmund has
in.
it.
And,
We
Yeah.
put it in the back of hold.
Yeah, we
We
put the
did-
food in
we
there.
left-
We
left
No,
food and
get all
the
water.
lady's asking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
we
you for
have,
giving me the details.
So, well, since he's not here, we're gonna go ahead and take the food out, and I mean, we all are good on rations, I imagine. So I'm gonna start distributing the food to people.
Like they're ravenous when they see you pulling out food. And she say, "Torm, bless you. We were starting to get nervous when we lost our druid friend, and we were even considering drinking this holy water as sustenance."
We brought the druid friend back as well.
Oh, he's okay. Excellent. He was able to create a lot of food. Able to feed about half of us almost by himself.
Nice.
So I
Well,
guess
with the rations.
we'll give out the 49 rations.
That would feed
That
the
we
other
got?
half, almost, yeah.
And then if we can, we'll go out and bring the the water in.
Yeah, when you go out, it actually seems relatively quiet around the keep. There doesn't seem to be a lot of activity around here.
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah. You can't really get a good view of the graveyard from here. It's kind of to the other side of the High Hall Cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you have no problems going and getting the water, which people guzzle. They were literally considering just drinking up holy water from these fountains.
Oh! Do you have a container or something I can borrow? Like a jug or a flask or something?
There's containers all over this place. Some of them might be filled with embalming fluid,
39.
but
So I look for an empty flask.
some of them, like, so looking through this place, I'm gonna say you could find 1d20 jugs. They don't have like flasks. It's like jugs filled with embalming fluid, which you could empty.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll it. Actually, it's not gonna be 1d20. It's gonna be 1d20 plus 1 for each of the areas at least. So for each of the side crypts would have 1. I think there's 9. There are 24 jugs.
Embalming fluid. Try and find the most empty one, pour it out, and fill it with holy water.
Yeah, the jugs can hold a decent amount. I'll say that you could hold at least 4 servings or uses of holy water in a jug.
Cool.
The
Okay,
fountains have enough to holy water in them to fill about 50 uses. So there's a lot of blessed water here.
Good to know.
She would say, "I wish I could make more. I don't have that ability though. I kind of I kind of specialize more in exorcisms and things of that sort. Possessions."
I take it. You're a cleric of Torm?
Absolutely. You see the obvious holy symbol. She's trying to speak with authority, but you could tell that she's like, it's a little bit of putting on airs. Like, she's clearly the authority figure amongst all these people, but like, again, she's new to the job. And
Did we get a name during the conversation?
yeah, she introduced herself as Feria.
Feria. Okay.
Would she happen to know the incantation or prayer combination for create food and water?
She does. What level spell is it?
A
Third.
third.
No.
I was gonna say,
Definitely no.
Creed was making it.
That's
Oh man.
She is CR 1/4, boys.
Damn. What
She
about
is
the
truly
druid
an
that you know how to
acolyte.
control?
the
Like
druid
the-
has good berry.
Yeah, the druid has enough good berry to feed because he can upcast it too. He's getting about half the people by himself.
If he's getting half the people one day, half the people the other day, you can go over a week without.
They're making it. They're hungry though.
Yeah, yeah.
Does his good berry taste
Water.
like crap like all the food?
Everything tastes like crap.
Silver dinkleberries.
The bad berries. No. Gross.
No.
But yeah, I mean, does that message? Is that a? I would imagine that's a spell.
Mhm.
How
Sending.
send? Is that at third levels?
Yes.
I mean, we gotta take a rest. I don't know if you have any of those left today. I doubt
I
it.
have one left for today.
I mean, we'll probably should send a message tonight and then take a rest.
Sleep, yeah.
Yeah, please rest. It should be safe. If you've closed the fist and killed the monsters down here, I think it'd be safe to rest here.
I don't know that we closed the fist the first time, but I assume we would do it.
Eldrin closed
Yeah,
the fist.
I made sure.
Okay, cool. I missed that. Sorry.
All right, so if we're gonna actually go ahead and get like a full night actual rest, I'm going to, and we're not using my sending. I'm going to use my create food and water for these people.
No, I'm saying like we should use the sending.
No, I think we were saying to use it because we're going to
Okay.
rest anyway.
All right,
Yeah.
in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and use the sending then.
Okay, what do you want to say? Write this one, actually.
All right. Oh, you want me to write it out?
Yeah.
Not
Ooh.
bad. Okay.
So meanwhile, is everybody fine? I'm assuming I'm going to take those bracers, and I can give Edmund cloak of protection.
Can you not wear both? Or
I don't have enough attunement slots.
okay. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Oh, lame.
That'll be my last attunement slot until if I find something better than what I have. Thank you.
Mhm.
Oh, and I never got a chance to thank you, Anthemilla, for healing me when I'm conscious.
I was
We've
paying
been,
attention.
we've been kind of go ever since then, but
Don't we have the opal stone too?
Do
yeah,
Gotta
that
have to
room.
attune to it. If you're trying to think with the power thing, yeah.
Is there a way to use it without attunement?
if we put it to a weapon, generally the weapon shouldn't require attunement.
Okay.
11.
22 AC with that.
Jeebus.
Yeah. Meanwhile, bracers of defense.
Alright, what do you guys want to do? You're down in these catacombs, you got a full night's rest.
Do you get a response from that sending spell? 'Cause I
Well,
would
it's going to
imagine that-
depend a
I'm typing it
lot
out.
on what's said.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna. What we do depends on whether we get a response or not, right?
Sorry, just trying to make sure it's 25 and trying to make it very specific. That's fine.
The response is...
Are you GM whispering it?
Yeah, I will. I like the sorta. That'll work. He has 5 more words. Alright, here's the response you get. I'm posting it here for chat so you can all read it. Not the party, but
Right.
people watching.
So
I
go to the
don't
stream. So
see it.
I just sent it to you on Facebook.
Oh, gotcha.
Stop stream Sniperino, boys.
nah.
Huh?
Not even looking.
That is the response you get.
Hiding?
Huntamila says out loud.
Why would he be hiding? Okay. Can only move about 8 people at a time.
I tell the rest of the party.
And for some reason he's hiding.
Interesting.
Well, shit. Hiding.
Yeah. He says he'll try and figure something out too.
I mean, because for him to bring people back would require him to come and then leave, right?
Yeah.
I would
As far as we
assume.
know.
Could he try to just come and then we talk to him and then he can take some people, but then at least we know what the situation is and why is he hiding? Even if he doesn't take anybody with him because he's hiding, at least we can have a full conversation with him.
I'll have to ask him tomorrow.
Yeah. Doesn't bode very well.
Well, so hold on. When he didn't like come with us originally, right?
He did.
Did.
He did? Okay.
He had
He's
to.
down.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember if he came. I was like,
Yeah,
If he
he
can't-
saw Black Hole Sun El Terrell and was like, nope.
that's right. Okay.
Yeah, there's a thing when you say pieced out, you don't know what happened. What are you assuming happened as a party? I'm just curious.
But when he kind of ran away.
I assume he enchanted the same incantations that he did when he brought us here, and then he left.
So you recall, so this is something you would know, so this is why I asked for your party observation. You know that for him to cast a spell originally, it took 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Did he just leave immediately?
This is what I had Derek make an Arcana check for. I was gonna tell him, but he rolled a 1.
I guess like we would have seen him when he left, right?
The
Right.
last thing you saw... No, the answer is no. You saw a reaction of his face. You heard arcane mutterings.
Mm-hmm.
And then you did not see him anymore.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't leave then. Oh.
If he didn't leave, why would he have not followed us?
I
Seems
mean,
like the safest option.
I feel like at this point, I
I'll
guess we
ask
would
him
be
in the morning.
questioning it because he said he was hiding, so that's fine. I don't want to be metagaming you.
So overall, it seems like sending people out at the moment is not a viable option. We
Not
need to
on the
make sure we
table.
have all our ducks in a row.
Yeah.
So while
Is-
we figure out that, what do we want to do in the meanwhile?
Is there a way for us to know if he's in Alteral? Do we have any other spells that could help locate him or send him a message on the same plane? Things of that nature instead of cross planes? I'm asking, I guess, of Antamila and Derek. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have any such spells.
Those, I mean,
I got
such
nothing
spells
off the
exist.
mind.
I don't know any.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like I can throw you a guiding bolt, a command, a cure wounds.
I guess
That's
we
where
have,
I'm at right now.
I
That's
don't know.
about it, guy.
We got 4th level spells. I don't know. I don't know what we have.
Oh yeah, those particular 4th level spells. Well, if you wait till tomorrow, I could switch the one I prepared, and I might be able to get a solid answer another way.
Okay. I mean, I think regardless, we have to spend the night. We're spent. We've been fighting
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna spend the night. I think it's, you know, I'm interested to see what the envoy from that Raven, forgot his name.
Over Raven Guard.
All the Raven Guard, yeah. You know, what happened to him, whether he's still in Elturel, alive,
Mm.
and what item was he trying to
Uncover what he's after.
uncover? Because it seems like if he risked the life of himself and a lot of people to get this item, it means it might have been an answer to save Elturel, or at least to save the people. Maybe it means to protect them. Who knows? But yeah, where in the graveyard? You know, what grave specifically? Is there a library in the High Hall or anything like that? That we would
No.
know? Okay.
There is probably one outside of the High Hall Cathedral.
Otter's name.
It would require you to kind of look around outside of the cathedral.
I mean, I guess I would want to ask the people around, see if there's anybody with knowledge of what the item might have been. I don't know if they were like natives from Elturel, or if like maybe Rhea or something like that, if they would know anything about what he might have been looking for.
Well,
Rumors.
the acolyte would be able to tell you that he didn't say what he was looking for,
Right.
but she would be able to say that there are several holy relics that are buried with important people in the graveyard, in the ossuary. I think that's where he said he was going. I don't know the specifics in regards to what that item might be, but I imagine it would be an item of religious significance.
Right.
Heroes of Torm have been buried in Elturel for centuries.
Is there a section where they would be?
Yeah, probably the ossuary is where I would guess all the important things are. I think that's how you pronounce that.
I mean, I know what it is. Why don't you tell like Alex and?
I don't know what an ossuary is.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not pretend. I am not putting.
Elion? Uh-huh.
Yeah, Elion, backfire. What's an ossuary, my dude?
I don't want to brag.
Oh, it's pretty simple. Apparently, it's a
Yeah,
container or room in which bones of the dead are placed. It's a site, so it's basically a fancy word for another crypt. Thank you, D&D. I want to know the difference. They sound synonymous to me.
Well, I think it's like you literally use the bones and have them displayed or stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Sure, we'll go with that. I
I
like
think
it.
yeah, I went to a couple in Italy.
Oh,
It was like
that's
covered with
spoopy.
bones. It's a little creepy, yeah. But they're like important
Yep.
people.
I
Important
also
people's bones.
I also recently learned that word that I put in chat, which is a burial ground, a Greek burial ground specifically for people, men fallen who fell in battle.
Interesting.
All right, so
And
what do you
now that
guys
I
want to
looked
do?
it up, it's like I definitely know what we're talking about now.
Oh, she would give you another piece of information.
Cool.
Another thing to note is there seems to be a lot of undead roaming the area. Since we've come to El Terrell, several have been spotted from the graveyard, but they don't attack or leave. They seem to just be wandering about. Just thought you might want to know that.
They don't attack
Okay.
people nearby, or
Yeah, we've gotten pretty close. Nobody's gotten too brave to actually, step inside the graveyard, but very obviously within eyeshot, and they don't approach. They seem to just wander aimlessly.
hmm. To know? I mean, I think we try to locate or talk to this guy again tomorrow, see what his deal is, if he ever left. If not, if he can come to where we are. And then otherwise we either gotta rescue him or we have to go to the graveyard. Or like we should go. So I think it depends a little bit on what answers we get tomorrow from the guy.
Okay. Cool. So take a short rest. Talk to this
A
guy
long
again in
rest.
the morning.
Long rest.
Long rest.
Yeah, you getting that
I
full
am
juicy
dead on
rest
my
at level.
feet.
Take a long rest. Talk to this guy in the morning. If we can get people to safety, we do it. If not, we have them hold up here. Either way, our destination is Graveyard.
Do we want to know where this tunnel goes?
I think we should scout it a little bit just to make sure like nothing's gonna spring up on us, and then, worst case, just put stuff over it. Lock it up, so to speak.
It's fair.
We'll do that. Yeah, we can do that in the morning and just
Yeah. I
barricade
think
it
we
for
should
now.
put a giant. Exactly. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, let's just
Barricade it.
barricade it. Yeah.
Barricade that.
Grab
Also, what is
some of
the
those
name of that gym?
tombs.
Jim?
Gym?
The Earth summoning gym. What's that? What is it
Oh, the
called
gem.
exactly?
Yellow Diamond.
Yellow Diamond.
Just a yellow diamond?
It was Yellow Diamond of Conjuration or something, or Conjure. Yellow Diamond. You should be able to find it in D&D Beyond with Yellow Diamond.
Yeah, Yellow Diamond Elemental Gem is what I wrote down.
In the meanwhile, question: did any of us pick up the scimitars? I believe those crazy dudes had upstairs.
I don't think so, because they were blunted in pretty bad
Yeah.
shape.
There didn't seem to be anything special.
Okay.
Like
Edmund.
crusty too. Like they're
Yeah. Ew. Do we have any other boring normal weapons in our bag?
I think you have some daggers on you, but
Yeah.
like as far as like spare weapons, I don't think so. I don't have any.
Okay. If you guys see anything, perhaps like a scimitar or a short sword, keep that in mind and help me remember. I'd like to get one. I think I'm finally going to use the rune on that.
Oh, cool. I have I have Amric's 2 daggers.
It doesn't. You don't get to keep the other effects, right? Just the one that you add when you transform it.
the first
Correct.
two, the ones that are non-armor effects. So you keep the properties it has, and then you get the property of whether it's weapon or armor. I think
That
the
doesn't
first two
seem
are
right,
just
'cause,
good.
like, without applying it, it's attunement, and after you apply it, it's not attunement.
Yeah, we already talked about this. I said
Okay.
it'd be boring without it. Like
Okay.
yeah, it's
Uh,
non-attunement for weapons if I recall, and then it is attunement for armor. And that was based on the text, and then the thing that was questionable is whether it kept the effects, and then we decided that it would keep it.
I would just put it on a dagger for you, and
Yeah, but exactly. So it'd be a dagger. However, if I can find a short sword or a scimitar, it may not look like it, but I know my way around those type of weapons.
I've seen you punch.
Pretty much, if it's a light property, which is a scimitar or a short sword, I have proficiency with it.
nice.
Which is why I'm trying, hopefully, in the next soonish. If not, then I'm going to just put it on a dagger. But I'd like to do something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can get you one.
We're looking for a short sword, but I think we'll be able to find one.
Literally any of the knights. No, they're all probably long swords up there.
Yeah, they are actually.
There were a lot of scimitars. It's just what condition are they in? During our long rest, can we also determine what the? I just realized in my bag of holding I have a light bluish / white potion, fingernail potion. Apparently,
Oh, I thought I already told you guys what that was.
I don't have it on here. If we do,
It was potion of frost giant strength.
oh, you might have. Yeah,
Yeah, he did tell us.
I just may have not written it down here.
Does that double up with the belt? Because
No.
if it does,
They both
Oh,
set.
Yeah.
They don't add. Like that. They were very smart about that in this version of D&D.
Yeah, be busted.
well, if you're not using it,
What does it set you to again? I'm trying to pull it up.
If I recall, I think it's 21.
23.
Yeah, it's a high number.
It would be fine for either of us. Honestly, probably better for you because when I hit 8, I'm probably gonna stat boost strength again. And I'll be at 21. So, if you want to put it on your inventory,
all right.
cool.
Frost giant, got it.
I don't
Go
think
ahead.
the belt doesn't work that way. By the way.
What belt?
Wait, do you have a belt of strength or something like that?
I have gauntlets of ogre power. Yeah,
Oh,
they set my score to a 23 or to a 19.
right.
And I think the other thing sets it to a 23.
Yeah. I guess you increasing your strength doesn't change what it sets.
Yeah. If your strength goes higher than 19, it's gonna be whatever your strength score is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yep, that's definitely how that works. You would have been very surprised when you leveled up because it actually works on D&D Beyond. You've been like, why is it not increasing? Technology,
Yeah. Just keep boosting that charisma.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because without it, I'm 16, so there's no point in doing that.
Yeah, I mean, you have the aura, so the charisma's pretty good.
Or you could take training in religion, Kenny, like we were semi-joking about.
That ship sailed. I screwed up. I took intimidation, and I'm paying the cost for it. No free knowledge checks for me ever.
Aww. Unless it's knowledge of intimidation.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Anything else? Are we good?
I think we take a long rest.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm unrolling my bedroll.
Yep. Long rest. Let's do this.
All right. The night goes uneventful aside from occasional quaking and explosion sounds. But you're still, despite those things, able to get a full night's rest without any issue. You wake up what you presume to be the next morning. Everything goes fine. What would you like to do?
Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty useful. Nice. I'll have to use it. Okay, so when I wake up, I'm going to go ahead and prepare a ritual spell, divination. And if you give me a
Cool.
moment, I will.
I
do
love
that
me
one.
some divinations.
Oh, I would also let the party know that I now have locate object as a spell, in case we ever need that.
Could come
Okay.
in handy.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
I took off
So I'm
Brandy's
gonna ask-
mic for it.
Oh, it's literally called divination.
Yes.
Nice.
I thought you said you had a.
I didn't. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was a divination magic spell, not actually just.
Which it is, which is good.
No, yeah.
Imagine the divination
All right.
spell is like
And
conjuration or
the
something.
question I'm gonna ask.
So what are you offering that's worth at least 25 GP, which the spell consumes?
25 GP.
Okay.
Like,
You offer 25 GP to your god. It melts and disappears. What is the question you ask?
and I made sure to write it out so I wouldn't forget it because I need to know that.
Alright, so how does this answer? The GM offers a truthful reply. There might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or omen. We're giving you an answer in haiku format, boys.
You're gonna fucking haiku me? Valkyr would fucking haiku me? Oh man.
It's twisted by the dark realm of Avernus.
There. I should have paid more money.
Okay, that's the first part.
That's GP. 25.
Alright. Here's the response you get in haiku format.
I take that's going to be directly to me, I imagine.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
What's so cool?
Just a
Divination?
spell. Yeah.
I get fucking haiku'd by my god. That is totally cool.
Payback for the puns.
Take the haiku.
Okay, so you see Antimetis is sitting on the, I guess, somewhere off to the wall doing her cross-armed prayer to Valkyr. And her eyes sort of go a little wide, and I say, Traxagor is apparently amid a battle below us. And I look at the trapdoor, or towards the trapdoor.
Below us.
He's safe, though. That's good.
I mean, there was a battle in the river that we saw from the bridge.
Is he in the Blood War?
Oh, Traxagor.
Traxico went to the blood war. What?
You silly otter.
I was hoping you'd do something like scrying. That would have been very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but I don't even know how that spell works, but I think it allows you to see things, which would have been pretty cool.
I don't even know if I have that fucking spell.
You've used it before, right?
Oh,
Clairvoyance?
Oh.
Use clairvoyance. It's different. Scrying is better.
Fifth
Yeah, scrying's better. Scrying is...
Clairvoyance lets you see where they are, right? If you know them.
Yeah, but you have to be within a mile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scrying.
of
So
the
one
location.
Baldur's Gate in distance, got it.
Yep.
Yeah. So in Baldur's Gate, it was fine. We could see everything.
Well, you know that below you is approximately 400 to 500 feet.
Yeah. I guess what I mean is, you don't scry on a person. You go to a location. With
Sure.
clairvoyance, I think.
You can scry on a person. Oh, for clairvoyance, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, scrying, you can scry on a person, a
Oh,
place, thing.
So with this knowledge, what do we want to do, guys?
Great question, Alexander.
I mean,
Um,
I don't want to fuck with the war.
Oh, great one, Kenny. Perfect.
oh.
I mean, I guess.
Gain teammate inspiration. I don't even fucking know. That was great.
He's not gaining inspiration.
Teammate inspiration.
Oh, teammate. You could give, if you have inspiration, you can provide it to your teammate at the cost of your own inspiration.
Oh,
If you do not have inspiration, can you? Okay.
Speaking of inspiration, that is something I'll mention to the to my fellow compatriots, saying, well, if everything kind of seems cleared out, I'd like to eventually try to get some time to go look at that organ again.
Yeah, same. Also,
So,
I have to talk
maybe
to
we
a
can-
head at some point.
Can we talk to this lady and ask if she knows what the?
She would give you a
Organ?
similar answer to the guard if you ask her.
Okay.
She says she feels inspired after she listens to it, but she didn't know it was magical at all.
In character, Edmund doesn't care a lot. Out of character, Kenny wants to know so bad.
Things are clearly magical. What do they do?
Kenny has a feeling that it does something very positive, or at least somewhat positive for the party.
Yeah. I guess I would. I mean, I would imagine I would want to prioritize like that was her ticket out.
Yeah.
So Elgin would be
Then
very adamant about
practical.
figuring out his way out,
Oh, yeah. Track score, yeah, that's true.
not dealing with the organ for now.
Yeah.
But we don't know what it
If
does.
we get this
you know.
back to Earth, we can mess with the organ there.
It's organ of teleport back to your home plane, Elion. It's fine.
That'll be great. I don't think Elgin sees it that way. So I mean, he would ask if he can we ask him to come over here? He can teleport.
I can send him another message and see what state he's in.
If
Or
he got himself on there, you tell him to come to the High Hall? We've
Uh,
protected it.
Just be careful with how many spell slots we use.
Yeah, I mean,
We're running into Van Thamper strategy alpha again.
Yep.
So I think it is worth it to know if he can get to us,
Right.
because then again we may not even know the reason he poofed away was because of his own volition.
right. Yeah, if he can't get to us, then that's really bad. He might have gotten brought down by something else.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, it's definitely. I don't disagree that it's important that we find him and get back in contact with him, as that is our way to get out.
Because as you said, we don't want to deal with a war.
Do you instead want to play Villager Sim?
I really do.
You guys, all you viewers, you love watching playing Animal Crossing so much. Well, guess what? Now you're about to watch us play it in the form of D&D.
The party retires as adventurers and spends their time rebuilding Elturel from the High Hall.
We train all these people to fight, and we all just defend the city against incursions, and we grow crops.
You know what? It's not. It doesn't sound awful. I would actually be interested in playing that game. Let's go.
Gotta have a montage.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. There is no montage. You actually do it. That is the game. You don't montage the entire game, my dude.
Alright.
So yeah, kind of turn to Anthamila since she's the one who can cast it. What do you think?
I'm going to go ahead and ask him. Just have to word it just right. Anyway, while I'm doing that, don't wait for me. I'll just follow you behind. It's all mind stuff at the moment.
Yeah, I guess I can scout the tunnels. I'm guessing that they're dark.
Yeah, it's pitch black down there.
How far are you going to go down? How long do we wait for you? This would be very creepy if I start seeing this happening around us.
Yeah.
Oh, the actual population is being populated.
Okay.
In preparation for Elturel Sim.
Yeah. I'll stay within shouting distance.
Okay. Eldrin, you enter the tunnel, I assume.
Yes.
In the tunnel, it seems to go for... How far's your dark vision?
60 feet.
Yeah. Past 60 feet, you see a light at the end of the tunnel, literally.
Okay. I will scoot towards the light.
You go towards the light, which is the thing that you're not supposed to do. Please hand me your character sheet. No. Towards the end, there appears like you think that this tunnel was meant to continue going,
Hmm.
but it seems as though the tunnel has been destroyed. Give me a survival check if you could.
Yeah. Sheet.
You get the general idea that this tunnel was heading in the direction of the graveyard. You think that it might have been a passage to somewhere in the graveyard, but now towards the end of the tunnel, you're looking about 400 feet down. You're looking out of the bottom of El Terrell, and you're floating on an earth moat above a battlefield that is happening. You have a pretty good view. There's fireballs and explosions happening below.
Okay.
It's pretty dramatic and non-stopping.
Just fight. Just battle. Battle.
Yeah, you can't get a lot of detail because it's so far away,
Hmm.
but you get the general idea that it's just a giant murder fest / bloodbath.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll head back to the party and relay that information. Say, yeah, just a hole in the ground. No, it seems that part of the passage was cut off by the transportation of Alter itself.
Got it.
So it is open to the outside. I don't think many things would use this. Pretty hard to find, but we should probably barricade the door regardless.
Okay. Well,
Um,
at least
but
that's
yeah,
one thing we can cross off the list.
it seemed to originally be going in the direction of the graveyard. Um, Unfortunately, we can't use it since there's no more passage.
Okay, so we can't go that way. It's probably safest to have everyone stay down here. They have enough food to last for a decent amount. The druid can make more. We can seal the gold hand so that nothing can get in, and we go look for Older and the other soldiers. Rexy.
Hold on.
You can recognize your voice. Don't need to put your name. No, you wasted a word.
You don't get an answer on Tamila.
That's problematic. I'm not getting anything back from Traxagor.
Is there anything that can block the message?
Not that I know of.
Give me a religion or an arcana check for people that are interested. Sounded like Eldrin was interested.
Sure.
You're not sure. Usually there's counters to a lot of magic out there, but you're not sure of specifics that would handle that.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, I'm guessing that if this thing could go through planes, that it's pretty hard to block. It's not like being in a room or a cave or something to block. That's not good.
Nope.
Well, guess that just leaves us with one option to. Guess we can try it again some other day.
Yeah, I mean, we can maybe go get try and find Older and hope that most of the soldiers will there, and then that way, if we have to go get track score, at least maybe we'll have more than just us going down.
How does your locate object work?
Uh,
Is there
Edmund,
anything that we...
Edmund will explain it to you, and by explain it, I mean I'll link it.
Because, I mean, he was probably wearing some peculiar things, being an otter and all that.
Yeah, no, it's not untrue.
He had
gotta
a
be with
small otter cape. A wizardly otter cape.
That would do it.
It's got to be within 1,000 feet of me. So one Baldur's Gate, right? No, Baldur's Gate was a mile.
Well, if he's right below us in the fight,
Yeah, we knew it was a couple hundred feet.
you can.
Well, we
look
don't know
at
that he's directly below, I guess. But, I mean, it's worth a shot, I guess.
I guess if we find him, what is it gonna do? It's gonna tell us the cloak is there, but not if he's alive.
That is very true.
But at least we have a direction to go track down, because as of right now, he's our only option.
Well, we have no
Getting
way to
home.
go. We have no way to go down there at this moment.
Not without just, like, jumping off a ledge.
Welcome to Blood War, boys. Let's go.
Perhaps some of these magical items will give us something that can help. So maybe we should try to track those down first.
Track what down, I'm sorry?
The items that were left in the graveyard.
Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. Yeah, the relics. Yeah.
The relic.
Yeah, very well possible. Yeah, I am down for that.
Alright.
I think it's our best course of action right now is to try and find Older and his, and well, not his, but the other Hell Riders that are still alive. Actually, I guess no, they were his. The Flaming Fist folks.
Yeah, Older had Flaming Fist and a Flaming Fist entourage with him.
Yeah, I think it's our best bet right now to try and find him. That's my bet.
Can we get a description of the... I gotta read that again. Of his plate armor? It seems very specific.
It's plate armor with the symbol of the Flaming Fist on it.
I mean, can we just locate that?
You
I don't think that's going to work the way that Edmund's described the spell to us.
Yeah, I can look at a specific object or a generic object, but I think that his plate probably isn't specific enough.
I mean, it's worth a shot. My concern is we end up just finding a Flaming Fist armor that's closer, but literally in the wrong direction.
I will say that so far you haven't seen any Flaming Fist corpses.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that what Derek said isn't true.
I mean, at the very least, maybe we should wait to cast it until we're heading in the direction of wherever the...
yeah, we know his previous location, so let's
so
look there.
Yep.
And if then he's not there, then we can...
We can try to look for him that way.
Right,
Sounds good.
yeah.
Alright, so what are we doing?
Getting all these people to stay where they are.
Okay.
They've got the druid for food, water, plus the rations that we left them. And we're going to seal the thing so that nobody can get in.
Okay.
And we're going to go look for Older Ravengard at the cemetery.
Cool. You do all those things.
Are we taking...
As a quick question for us, who are we taking?
That's what I was about to ask. Yeah, I know we'll take Lulu. Trisha's probably going to come. At this point, I don't think she needs to stay with, as many people as they have down there, and in the secure location that they're in.
Ray is gonna stay with the people that she was sworn to protect. Even though she doesn't, not happy with the Creed Resolute or with Fabius Krieg, she still cares about the people of her homeland.
Makes sense. Okay. Cool. So I guess us, Lulu, and Trish.
Okay. So, to Graveyard?
Yep.
And
Okay.
just to make sure, we are going with that book, right? Is that book with us, or is Trish, Rhea holding on to it?
Rhea has it. She didn't give it back to the Acolyte when she asked, and the Acolyte didn't really have a say in the matter. Rhea literally outranks her and could just beat her up. So Rhea kind of bullied it from her.
I think we should put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, if you ask Rhea for it, she will not care.
I think we should put it in the bag of holding because somebody might be looking for that specifically.
Sure.
And it will lead them here.
It's the Tomb of Creed Resolute, right?
Yep.
Home of Creed.
Tome.
Do we want to spend a short rest amount of time looking into that organ on the way?
I wouldn't mind looking at the organ.
I would prefer not to, but I am not going to stop the party if you want to.
I was willing during the morning while we're just kind of goofing around, getting ready. But now that we're actually
It's still the morning.
Yeah,
I literally just stepped out 60 feet. Nothing happened. We did a divination, and then that's it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
I mean,
Eldrin will
sure.
be in less urgency since we already took a long rest. So if something was gonna happen and right away, it already happened. So.
Considering the
oh my god. Okay, then yes.
Let's quickly check out this organ. I'm going to use the ritual and use detect magic and see if there's a source of magic to the organ.
The organ itself seems to be emanating abjuration and enchantment magic.
I relay that to Derek. And I'm going to try and play the organ.
Okay, give me a performance check.
This is going to sound terrible.
Guidance yourself.
Why not?
So Antamila cracks her knuckles. She's seen someone do this before. Obviously, it can't be that hard, right? Easy clap. Time to destroy this organ. Sits down. She starts trying to play, and it sounds horrible. A screeching, hellish tune erupts from the organ. You cover your ears, you can't unhear it. It's horrible.
Does it seem to be because it's out of tune, something's wrong with it, or is it just
You're pretty confident it's Antamila's. Yeah, you're pretty confident it's a performer issue. Antamila, you're confident that the organ just sucks. You know that you played the thing like a master. Clearly, this thing must be out of tune.
And I say that.
Your ears are all ringing. It's pretty by it.
Well, it's definitely a magical experience.
Yes, actually. You're all emanating a magical aura of enchantment.
Wait, we are now?
Yes.
Interesting.
And the organ is still doing it too?
Yeah.
And we weren't. That wasn't before Anthony played.
Nope.
Okie dokie.
Just letting everybody know we're all glowing at the moment with enchantment.
Enchantment.
Like a good enchantment?
Well, well, well. Is that evocation healing, or is that evocation a fireball? Welcome to magic.
I don't think Knowledge Arcana is going to figure that particular thing out.
Why is
all right, Knowledge Religion.
You've already failed knowledge checks related to this, but you could certainly try.
Why not? Let's. Oh wait, for the organ, right? Yeah.
I'm just not sure how I'd reason out.
I mean, you're a noble thing. You're a noble, right? So maybe you know a little more about.
I know more about music.
You know that was the worst pipe organ performance you've ever heard in your life.
You could play.
I didn't roll a 1. All right.
No, I just said the worst that Derek's ever heard in his life. It doesn't mean it's the worst possible, but it's certainly the worst he's heard.
I don't actually tell you that, though.
Look at that charisma. Look at that nice guy Derek using it.
I will definitely try a deception if I have to.
That was great. Now to be like, you're right. It must be out of tune.
What I would like to do is kind of typically, I know, it may just be if you're not familiar with chords and music progression. So perhaps if we had some sheet, anything to go off of, is there anything apparent like that?
Not present, if that's what you're asking, no.
Can I give this thing another look to see if the chair opens up and look, behold, there's all the notes, maybe?
Sure.
I don't know, anything like that?
Sure, you could look for hidden stuff around the pipe organ. Would you roll? Let's see.
15.
Yeah, you give it a good look over. You don't think there's anything hidden. In fact, you've reaffirmed your suspicion that this pipe organ is perfectly in tune. Aunt Amila might have been lying. Seems to be in great condition. Can't find anything hidden.
Yeah, does anybody else want to give it a try? Has anybody ever played an instrument before?
If anybody would, it would be the noble guys, I would imagine.
I mean, I come from a
Edmund, you want to sit down and let's try a duet?
Sure. Edmund very stealthily casts guidance on himself before he begins playing, very nonchalantly.
Cracks his knuckles. Oh, helm, please. Give me the fingers of a master pianist.
In that case, I will help. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
24.
Edmund, with his divine inspiration, sits down and plays a simply angelic as a pipe organ can sound, performance. And you all feel a wave of inspiration upon you. And that's what happens.
We actually gain inspiration?
No.
Oh.
But you feel a
I
positive...
already got it anyway.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. With the exciting pipe organ playing in the background, the hall is filled with the sound of good music to drown out the awful music that was Aunt Amila's.
Hey.
And with that, we will fade to black as the party presumably leaves the High Hall Cathedral, leaves the dream of El Terrelsim, and begins their journey towards the graveyard in the High Hall.
Sounds good.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will see you next week for more Descent into Avernus.